you can even watch back. Giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
I'm Sid. That's me. How's everyone going? All right, listen. Explanation from the cold open off the front of the show. Somebody in the chat, Slosh in the chat wrote, what if one day Sid and Azzo throw us off and Azzo starts the show? So we had this great idea that Azzo would start the show. And I'm in the room with Azzo. And he nailed the opening. He sipped the drink. Azzo did all the right things.
But I screwed it up.
The mic wasn't on.
I don't know why. It was on.
So that's what happened.
Is it on now?
I hear
Is
you.
this thing on?
I hear you fine.
Let me know if you can hear me.
It was a great idea that was nearly executed to perfection. We are live on X. We are live on YouTube. It is Thursday, March the 12th. It's basically April. It's crazy. My name is Sid. Hit like and subscribe in all the places if you want to support what we're doing here, and we appreciate it. You know, once in a while, you see a stat and someone throws it in your face, and you're like, whoa, that's something. So we got a text from Sammy Cavallero, the brains of Sick Media, the brains of the entire operation. And he texted both of us and said, I have an idea for a post, but I'm not sure if it's mean. Do you guys want to see it? And we're like, yes, we would love to see it. Because a lot of people know the story of Sammy Cavallero and the Cavalleros. What they don't know is how devious Sammy can be with the posts. No fear. Zero fear. Bull in a shop. Reminds me of someone I know. I respect it. I like it, and I'm here for it. Sometimes people get mad and sue us. But sometimes it's just good, wholesome fun. So Sammy says, heads up, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. And he sends the post to us here at the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick. And it's a picture of my face with a graphic and a statistic. The statistic in English goes as follows. The Leafs have won 0 games since the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick, went on air February the 9th. 0 games. The Leafs have not won a game. And for the record, Canada lost 2 gold medal hockey games since we went on air. Are we bad luck? Maybe. Are we bringing the mood down? Well, we're not playing the games. I don't think we're bringing the mood down. But statistically, we are the biggest enemy facing the Leafs tonight as they take on Anaheim at Scotiabank Arena. It's us. Myself, Azzo, Sick Media, this whole idea. So if you're frustrated at what you're seeing, if you hate that the Leafs look like they've kind of quit, debate me on that. Please debate the other side of that. Please. Not everyone. But debate the other side. I dare you. I dare you. If you're mad at all of that, be mad at us. If you want the Leafs to have a top 5 pick that's protected and you want them to lose all the games, you're welcome. We have given you the biggest jinx of your lives. Enjoy the top 5 pick if this happens, because we did it. Azzo did it. I did it. Sick Media did it. Do the Leafs win for the first time since this show has been on the air tonight? We will find out. I hear a no from Azzo's part of the room. We'll get to Azzo momentarily. But I did see a call-up for the Toronto Maple Leafs that lends you to believe they will not win tonight. And guess what? It's another Marley. Michael Pezzetta has been called up. He has played 0 games for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Warrior in the chat writes, the savior the Leafs need right now, Michael Pezzetta. Michael Pezzetta joins Bo Grew and Jacob Quillen as the Marlies right now in the roster. And the quote from Craig Berube is comical upon hearing of the call-up. Said Craig Berube of Pezzetta, quote, we're going to look at guys down there. He's one of the guys that we've been wanting to take a look at for, I'd say, a while now. Lies. Like he cares about Michael Pezzetta. Yeah, I'm sure Craig Berube has been championing Michael Pezzetta for months. I can't wait for Pezzetta to get his 6 minutes of ice time tonight. Can't wait to get a good look at Michael Pezzetta. I like Michael Pezzetta. That's some heart. He's not playing tonight. He's not getting Bo Grew minutes. But I got to tell you, when I see all these Marlies come up, I think of Shane McMahon's theme song. Here come the Marlies. Marley, 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 Marley. Dollar bill, y'all. League minimum. Marley, 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 Marlies. Here comes the Marlies. Bring more Marlies up. Bring another 4 Marlies. I don't care who they are. I've seen enough of Max Domi this season, man. I really have. No hits, no goals, turnovers. I understand the Max Domi experience. I'm good. Matthew Nyes is hurt. Sit him. Trade deadline's done. You don't have to showcase him anymore. Sit him. Like, you can let all these guys, like Michelli, I don't care. Robertson, you don't want to play Robertson anyway. Sit him. Robertson had 12 minutes the other night. Sit him. Call up all the Marlies. Here come the Marlies. All right. So that's the situation for the Leafs tonight. Ducks and Toronto. The Leafs have gone 8 games without a win. 8 games without a win. And I looked this up. The record for longest winless streak in franchise history is 15 by the 87-88 Toronto Maple Leafs. So, like, it's been bad, but we're not close to the worst. And I remember that team vividly. Ken Reggett, Alan Bester in net. Goodness gracious. Now awake in the chat. Leafs 5, Ducks 1 tonight. Nope. That's not happening this evening. No 3-putting in the chat. Call up Sid Seixeiro. That will guarantee losses. I'm all for it. But the longest streak without a win in Leafs history is 15. 87-88. Ed Olczyk was on that team and scored 40 goals. I'm not blaming Ed Olczyk for that, but that team had like Dendau and just some rough players. Ed Olczyk had a good year for the Leafs that year. Do we get to 15 games without a win? If the Leafs keep putting in efforts like the other night in Montreal, we're flirting with it. We are flirting with it. And the thing that everyone's asking about the Leafs, which is a very pertinent question. Can you pass me a towel, Asa? I spilled some coffee. I was singing Shane McMahon, and I spilled coffee, and now there's some coffee here. Thanks, brother. Leaf fans have been crying over spilt milk all season. I might as well spill some coffee. I know, it was everywhere. That's fine. It didn't get on anything electrical. Sick media, just so you know. But the Leafs are trying to figure out what's going on here. Leaf fans are trying to figure out what's going on here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone's in the same boat, and no one has an answer. No one has an answer. But sometimes my favorite part of a season is when a player gets traded and there's the exit interview. Mitch Marner had some good exit interviews last season. And technically it was a trade. It was for Nick Waugh. I know it was free agency, but it's a trade. And Mitch Marner, despite the fact he really shouldn't talk a lot in front of the media, talked a lot in front of the media. And said a lot of things about Toronto that some people didn't like. But the exit interview is always revealing. It's like the scene in The Office where Toby is heading to Costa Rica and Michael Scott is about to conduct the exit interview and cannot wait. Cannot wait to just roast him. And then Holly walks in and hilarity ensues. But the exit interview is at times extremely informative. And within the last 24 hours, we saw another exit interview involving a Leaf, and it was Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon spoke to Josh Cloak of The Athletic. Bobby McMahon last Friday was traded for a couple of picks to the Kraken. Seattle are hoping to release the Kraken, and they think Bobby McMahon will help. Sure. But Bobby McMahon is no longer a Leaf, and he's been talking a little bit. Like he went on TSN the day he was traded. But this was a thorough print interview that was conducted with McMahon by Josh Cloak. And there's two sets of quotes here I want to read to you. And they're interesting. The first is about what happened this year. Now, Bobby McMahon, I don't care what you think of him. He was there for a lot of this. Okay? He was first line for a stretch, in the dressing room, on the bench, on the private plane, on the bus. This is a source this season for whatever the hell this is as the Leafs sit 13 points out of a playoff spot. So Bobby McMahon said this about what went wrong. Sometimes the team isn't clicking where you want it to. Then you start trying to change things up a bit. Instead of trusting the system, trying to change the approach to the game. Whether that's systems, line combinations, guys trying to do different things on the ice because we're not finding success individually. You start to deviate from the game plan. Every team in this league is so exceptionally good that when you're not working as a cohesive unit all the time and you're disconnected, things can start to go south pretty quickly. I think guys were maybe overthinking things a little bit too much. How do we get this back? Rather than trusting the process in place at the start of the year. So Bobby McMahon is saying the quiet part out loud about how no one's listening to Craig Berube. That's what that is. Deviating from plans, not trusting systems, freelancing. I think Nylander's been doing that since game 3, personally. Other guys have just joined in. I don't know if you can tell I'm not a Nylander guy. But that quote from Bobby McMahon, like if you need a synopsis, that's like Maple Leafs AI. Hey, AI, why are the Leafs sucking this year? Bobby McMahon AI. Well, no one's listening to the coach and we're doing our own things. Yep. That'll do it. I think generally the goaltending's been okay. I don't really think it's been the goaltending. Stolar's a little bit had a stretch, rough stretch, approaching Remembrance Day for a lot of reasons. But if you're looking for a reason, this is it. Aman in the chat, starting to think Berube's gym injury was done on purpose. Listen, I don't care how old Craig Berube is. Still got to be a brave soul to step up on him, so to speak. Is that what the kids say? Step up? Front? Step to? I don't know what the kids say in terms of fights.
He's got Raz.
He's got Raz or Riz?
Riz.
He's got, you don't know either.
Not a bad day.
Like you're young. Yeah. What am I asking you for?
It's true.
But Bobby McMahon kind of, it seems like, nails it. Because if you watch the team play, that's it. That's it. It's a bunch of individuals. It's individual city. And I know that's contradictory, but that's what that is. But then the interview goes into a much more interesting place to me. Josh Cloak asks Bobby McMahon, former Leaf, as of last Friday, is Toronto a more difficult place to play? Bobby McMahon gets that question. And this is what Bobby McMahon says. Yeah, it can be. When things aren't going well, it's that much harder. We're all human. And I think all NHL players at times get put on a pedestal. Everybody lets things get to them to a certain extent, some more than others. When things aren't going well, a lot of us are so critical of ourselves already that when you start hearing it from the media, people around the team, people around the town, the people that you aren't as connected to, oftentimes you try and brush it off. But it's hard because you're human. And eventually it gets to you, starts to wear on you. And you also understand the magnitude of the Leafs in that city and how important hockey is there. So I think a lot of the guys who were really big competitors wear that on their shoulders, wear the weight of the city on their shoulders because of how important the sport is there. Okay. Couple things. One, if you're going to ask Bobby McMahon, is Toronto a more difficult place to play? What experience does he have in any other NHL city or any other Canadian city? He's getting 15 minutes a night. What does he know about pressure? He's never scored more than 20 goals in a season. What does he know about pressure? Bobby McMahon is not the person to answer this. He's lucky to be there. Sorry, he is. And the back end of the quote, actually, I have less of an issue with than just the notion of asking Bobby McMahon anything about any other city because he has no experience in any other city. It's like asking a Florida Panther or Tampa Bay Lightning or a former Panther or a former Lightning or a current Las Vegas Knight or a former Las Vegas Knight about Toronto. It's idiocy coming back to you because they don't know. They've never been here. 90% of them never been in a Canadian city playing hockey. But they know. Dumbest person on earth will tell you about Toronto as a hockey market who's never been here. Dumbest. But the back end of this Bobby McMahon Athletic article about the pressure on the big guys in Toronto, like that squares. That washes. I get it. Heaven forbid you put expectations on high-paid players. Heaven forbid. The reality of the Toronto market is very simple. Very simple. And it's this. They're really not going to give you a hard time, that hard a time, from October to April. Let's be honest. Who's throwing anything on the ice right now at Scotiabank Arena? Nobody. Stands are mostly full. Hell, if you're a former player in Marner, you get a hug when you come back during the regular season. They're fine with it. That crowd during the regular season is cupcake. Okay? Let's tell it like it is. The real issue with the Toronto market is this, and it's true, and it's fair, and I wouldn't want it any other way, and I need everyone to turn the volume up on this. When they don't win in the playoffs, they get pissed because you've charged them all that money. That's why it's a tough market in April and sometimes May, but mostly April. And they're allowed because you charge them that much and you give them nothing in return. Yes, this city's tough in April and May, and it should be because they care. That's when Leaf fans care. That's when Leaf fans are on your ass. That's when they want you to perform. The eyes of the city are on you. You better believe they're pissed. And it's tough, and it wears on people because the pressure's real. The pressure's not real in October. Pressure's not real in February. Give me a break. Unlike 90% of people who speak of the Toronto market and the National Hockey League, I live here. And I've been here my whole life. The pressure in April and May in this city is justified and legitimate. And if you can't take it, get the hell out of here. Because you're weak. Doug Gilmour nearly won a cup in this city. Wendell almost won a cup in this city. Felix, it can be done. Kinda. It can kinda be done. I've seen it. Other people have seen it. And this notion that Leaf fans have to pull back when for 10 months out of the year they pull back is ridiculous. Now, the stuff with Marner and his front lawn and the garbage, that's ridiculous. And he and his family should have been upset at that. But I don't hear that story all the time. Because if it was actually happening, you would hear it more of the time. You would. Bobby McMahon, I had no problems with him. He is not the source on why there's pressure in this city, and is it justified? That guy's lucky to be in the league. He's lucky. And on top of that, he doesn't know any other city. Leaf fans do not have to apologize for caring in April and May, because that's when things get hard in this town. As they should. And I'm tired of this narrative where everyone has to act like they got to apologize. Austin Matthews is a joke out there right now. And there are people on air in the city who have to apologize for calling it out. He's been a joke. Not saying he can't come back. Not saying he can't have surgery. Not saying he's not still a young player. But you got to call that for what it is. And everyone's scared. Meanwhile, when April and May comes around, it's a criticism orgy. No one backs off then. But everyone has to back off the other 10 months. They get a free ride in the city for 10 months. That's the truth of it. In fact, you don't even need to hear it from me. Mike Harrington from the Buffalo News has been writing about hockey for a very long time. And he's been up in Toronto now and again. He is not unfamiliar with the Toronto hockey market at all. And I saw Bunkus retweet this yesterday, and it's very, very relevant to what we're talking about. Mike Harrington of the Buffalo News tweeted this yesterday afternoon about Toronto. Quote, I'm really sick of this narrative. It's so hard to play for the Leafs. What garbage. They trot 2 or 3 guys into an empty locker room at every morning skate and game I've been at there to talk for 2 to 3 minutes, and that's it. It's the most media-sheltered hockey team I've ever seen. Some of you don't know about Mike Harrington like that. He knows hockey. And anyone who's covered the Sabres for that long loves the sport. Because for a while, the Sabres have hated hockey. But he's covered them. And well. And I'm not just paying him compliments because I agree with him. Well, it's partly why. But the point is valid. Unless you have seen the Leafs media corps day in and day out, unless you've been around it, unless you hear the stuff that's gone on, I hear every scrum. You know why? Because you can on YouTube, and it gets 800 views each. But I listen. These guys are not in front of a U.S. congressional committee every morning. I guarantee you that. This is not the Montreal media. This is not the Yankees media. This is not the Red Sox media. This is not the Knicks, the Lakers, or the Jets or the Giants. or the Cowboys. You know where I'm going. You are allowed to put pressure on players. I heard Brian Hayes of TSN yesterday actually have to apologize on air for saying some really obvious stuff about Austin Matthews. We can't be that kind of city, man. We can't. And I got news for you. Austin's already decided if he's going to leave or not. Nothing changes it. Shh. Don't tell anyone. But at some point, the city has to push back on this garbage. That we're not allowed to want a cup. We're not allowed to pressure the players. We're not allowed this. No. No one in the National Hockey League pays a higher ticket, pays higher parking, pays more for merchandise, and gets less for their return than Toronto Maple Leaf supporters. No one. They are allowed for a month and a half, 3 weeks, whatever it is in April and May, to be super critical of this team. I don't care what anyone tells you. This year, moot point. Doesn't matter. And the longer this goes for the Leafs, there'll be less media down there. It'll be like Vancouver Canucks media really soon. You can shoot a cannon through the Canucks room right now and not hit a media member. But just keep that in mind. Any Leaf fan who's angry or critical, you're allowed. Especially if you go down there and pay money. You're allowed. And I'm tired of this city having to apologize for wanting success. Ed, Tony, Keith, and everyone running that thing should be louder than anyone. And they can if they want. I welcome it. But do not continuously put this on a fan base and a media that's calling out honest stuff as negatives. I have had just about enough of that garbage. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Whoa.
How you doing?
I'm good. Well, now that my mic's on, right? It's on?
It was a great bit we had, and you executed it very well.
Except for one little thing.
Off the cold open.
One little thing.
You did a great job.
One little thing.
You did a
People
great
need to hear
job.
Me. Maybe my mic can't come on in the cold open. I swear to God it was up.
And maybe
anyway,
it won't. I don't know.
Anyways, we'll figure it out. And we'll do it again
anyway,
in a couple months.
What'd you make of the Bobby McMahon stuff? Nice of Josh Cloak to get the interview.
No, Josh Cloak
Very
does
nice
great
of him to get
work.
the interview.
It is amazing. Yeah, you hit on so much there that I want to touch upon. It's amazing.
Go ahead, dude. We got time.
So does that mean Bobby McMahon's not coming back in the offseason? How about fans? Do you guys want him back now? Some people were saying trade him and then sign him back in the offseason. Would you want that guy back now?
It's an excellent point. I'm glad they traded this guy.
Yes, 100%.
The guy playing 15 minutes a night's like, there's too much pressure in this town. There's too much pressure. You were in the East Coast League making your own meals.
True.
Okay?
True.
Now there's too much pressure in this town? Johnny Mustache?
Again,
give me a break.
The only pro market he's ever known. Right? Like you were right. And somebody in the chat said it too. Like, what's he judging it on? Because
I don't know what he's judging it on. And I don't want to act in any way like I'm ripping on Cloak for getting the interview.
No,
I like the interview. I like the idea of getting it.
You have to ask that question.
100%.
But it's the only market he knows. See, here it is. John in the chat says, how would McMahon know? He hasn't played anywhere else. Exclamation marks.
Thank you.
Boom.
Boom face.
Boom face.
Justin in the chat, the ultimate problem with this team is it's business first, sports team second. Until that changes, success will prove difficult to find. Look, the reality is, listen, I know that's out there. We do have to acknowledge MLSE has changed drastically here.
Yep.
And the one thing, look, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Ed Rogers kind of liked that Jays run.
Oh.
It was good for business.
Oh.
Like not just his sporting legacy, but business.
Yes.
A good Leafs team for business is good. So I don't want to couple. And I worked for Rogers for a long time, and they were very fair to me and my family. I like to think I contributed to them as well, but they were always very fair to me. I want to separate the Bell, MLSE, Larry era
for sure
with now.
Yep.
Because this just started, and if you're a Jays fan, all the Rogers jokes are over right now, right?
Yeah.
You heard a lot of Rogers jokes down through the years. You're not hearing a lot of jokes right now.
Atkins, Shapiro, all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
But where's all the criticism?
That's all it takes.
Where's all the criticism? No, they're like top 5 spending team in Major League Baseball or close to it, and they nearly won a World Series. Like, you don't think Ed Rogers wants the Leafs to win a Stanley Cup?
Dude.
You don't think he wants the Raptors to win another NBA championship? Of course he does.
And all you need is one run. One run. You had 9 chances at it. Like you need one long run. One
Oh, you
decent
mean,
run.
sorry, I thought you were talking about IKF.
No.
You're talking about the Leafs in their 9 years.
Just go past the first round.
Yes,
go to the
yes.
conference final. Like you said with Dougie, Wendell. Those guys made it to a conference final and they're celebrated for their entire lives.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Like that's all you need is one run. Like were they not celebrating when that hockey news article came out? Plan the parade. Like you lived it in the moment. Then
Yeah.
you loved that shine on you. And then when you don't perform and people want to question it, now you're going to start having an issue with you. Come on, man.
People are saying that MLSC are way corporate. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. It's still a corporate entity. I get it. But but the Bell, Rogers, Larry thing was unhealthy because Larry was everyone's friend and Bell and Rogers had different priorities. Like there were way too many cooks in that kitchen. Way too many cooks in that kitchen. At least with the Jays are giving you some clues, and we'll see what the salary cap looks like in Major League Baseball because that could throw the cat amongst the pigeons, as they say. But I'm willing to wait on this to see how Ed and Tony Staffieri run the Leafs. And I know it's a weird time now. I get it. But this just happened. This Bell backing away, Larry no longer with a decent chunk of the pie, that just happened. Let's see how that plays out. So that's the only...
But you can't tell me that fans wouldn't want a long run to an Eastern Conference final as much as the corporate people do for the ticket sales. Like fans are even hungrier for that, no?
Everyone. The corporate sales office at MLSE is hungry for it. The fans are hungry for it.
But the fans that should be too.
Everyone's hungry for it.
So we go back to Mike Harrington? Because when I put it up, did you see the tweet he had after that?
I didn't. Forgive me. I didn't see it.
And I don't want to, I mean, I don't, do I have
Throw
to
it
read
up
the
again.
whole thing?
Throw it up. No, I'll read it.
So he did the first one, which is at the bottom there. And then at the top, it says, it's the most talked about in quotation marks or with stars around a team, but the players aren't around. Pat Maroon's yammering about 25 media guys in the locker room this week was laughable. The players aren't in the room. The Sabres have way more chaos in the room, tons of media around at practice and AM skates. You know what happens when you start winning? The Sabres are leading the Atlantic. They're 2 points behind the Hurricanes. Like winning changes things, man. Winning brings pressure. Wait till we get to Canada baseball. Did you hear what Owen Casey said yesterday? He looks at pressure as a privilege. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, not his quote necessarily, but it's not. It's a good quote.
But if you live by it, I'm saying he lives by it. I just tell here's his quote. I just tell myself pressure's a privilege, and I worked so hard to be here. Take advantage of it.
I like that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's not his quote, but he says, I tell myself that, and I've worked hard to be here. So live up to the moment. Come on, man.
I just think there's nothing wrong with wanting success when you give everyone a past 10 months of the Giacomo in the chat. Sing it, Sid. Yeah, I know he agrees with me, but I'm reading the comment anyway. Sing it, Sid. Leafs are the best, better than all the rest. From the East Coast to the rest, Leafs are the best. Gotta hate being a Leaf fan. Oh, okay. He was actually ripping the Leafs. I should have read it ahead of time.
That's all right. It's hard to while we're in it.
Oh, here's
by the way, Pizzetta. Can we go back to Pizzetta?
Michael Pizzetta. Yeah, playing tonight.
Has 200 games in the NHL.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah. But the same as Bobby McMahon, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When they called him up. So you want to see, and they gave him a 2-year, $1.625 million contract before the season. Hey, nothing worked this year. Why are you waiting until now to see what he's got? He's a pretty big body.
The quote
couldn't have called him up before.
The quote from Berube this morning that we've been waiting a long time is amazing.
They had guys scratched. They had guys injured. Now let's see what.
If only he had the power to ask Tree to call.
Maybe if he plays hard like Bo Gruel, like he could have done something on this team and shown some fight. McCabe wouldn't have to fight. You could have this guy doing it. Come on, man.
Can't wait for all those Max Domi minutes tonight. Can't wait. By the way,
did you hear Nyes took a puck to the face at practice today?
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, but he's good to go tonight.
There is another change the Leafs are making tonight, according to Mark Masters of TSN. Ooh, did you see this?
I did not.
Morgan Riley off PP1. Oliver Ekman-Larsson joins the Leafs top power. What is the...
No, good. Because you got to start taking things away from Morgan. Who cares?
But if you want to lose games... Put Morgan on PP1. What are you doing now?
That's not fair.
You flushed the whole season with Morgan, who's given up more goals than anyone in the league on him, and you just keep putting him out there. Nothing more scintillating on the power play than Morgan Riley coming out from behind the net, stopping, and just kind of going back and forth with the puck. Nothing more scintillating than that. Sure. So why move him off now when you have to lose games?
Because Berube's worried they haven't won a game since we've been on air. He's worried about that. He's trying to get them their first win since we've been.
We're now looking at the graphic here for the listening audience.
By the way,
it's a great picture of my face, and Austin looks a bit more sullen. What if the Leafs never win another game
But that's
following
okay.
the
You know
debut
why?
of the Sid Seixeiro
Again,
Show, powered by Sick Media?
You guys are looking at this wrong. We embraced the tank way before them. We made a decision before the Leafs did that this team needs a tank to try and get that top 5 pick. By the way, question on the top 5 pick. If they get it and they trade it for like they somehow get 2 first rounders, can they give one of those to Boston?
It would no, theirs would still technically be up for grabs, but if they grabbed another first round pick, they keep that.
But if
one.
they trade back in the same draft, could they give one to Boston? Would they have to? No, I'm kidding.
No, I think that one's locked in.
Yeah, of course.
You cannot trade a first round draft pick with conditions on it. That's some chicanery.
Yeah.
You can't do that. By the way, we do have some draft pick conversation later coming up with the Sens and their first rounder this year. Sens got a break today. Also, I should say, hockey fans in Alberta, I'm not insider guy, but I think I got something.
And a little scoop.
I think I got a little scoop today.
All right.
I am not insider guy.
That's a tease, though.
Elliot Seixeiro, man. I got a little something for you later on. I don't know how earth shattering it is, but it's good. It's good
pretty
news.
Interesting.
It's good news.
It is interesting.
Anything else? We're gonna go back to hockey a little later.
Here. Let's go to Real. Even when the Leafs suck, they continue to live rent free in your head.
Yep,
it's true.
Yep. Shotgun draw. Insider guy Sid. That's an SDPN reference. And happy birthday to Steve Dangle today, by the way.
Taro here. I hope I'm reading that. Lambert. Can Berube put himself on LTIR?
No, Berube stays. I can't believe Morgan Riley's off PP1. This is the worst thing they've done all year.
Who cares?
Morgan Riley has to stay exactly where he is.
Who cares?
Did I read? I need the chat or the help of the chat here. Did I read the last time Austin Matthews scored a power play goal was January 1st?
Oh, maybe. I don't think he scored since January 27th.
But a power play goal. Did I misread that? Or has Austin Matthews gone since January 1st without a power play goal in the National Hockey League?
That's insane.
I could use the chat's help here on X and YouTube. People want me on PP1.
But there was a 2-week break, Sid. Come on, give him a break. There was a 2-week break.
No, I'm not giving him a break. I'm not giving him a break. Oh my God, I'm right.
Really?
Austin Matthews has not scored a power play goal since January the 1st. What was the price of gas when he scored that goal? Because it's changed now. I can't believe that.
Or who else has?
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe they're like you. We have to talk about this Matthews thing. This is one of the biggest stories in the last 3 years in the city.
Else, yeah.
This is nuts. And there are people pushing back that you don't want to get Austin mad. I got news for you. Nothing gets Austin mad. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Give it 110%. You know, we got to be pros. Okay. Don't worry about it.
I was right too. His last goal period was January 27th.
That's crazy. The last time he scored, the NFL season was still on.
Yeah, it's true. Well, and the Seahawks have one more win than the Leafs in that time frame.
Mikey in the chat.
Two.
Alec Manoah had a lot to do with gas prices right now. No, he didn't. I wish it was a Manoah issue.
Maybe that's why. Is that why gas keeps going up?
I think.
Although I heard it's dropping 8 cents tonight, I believe.
Really?
I thought I heard that today.
That means actual good things.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons.
The weather sucks again, but gas is going down.
Anything else Leaf related before we talk some baseball here?
So I did want to bring up something I think James Myrtle had, where was it? In his Leafs report. So he seems to believe that Leafs are going to make a change at coach for sure. And the longer this goes on, it's more likely they change the GM as well. Do you think this winning streak affects what happens with Brad?
You mean the losing streak?
The losing streak.
Yeah,
sorry. Obviously, the losing streak. Do you think that's what they're waiting to decide? Like, could that affect Brad? Or do you think they've made a decision? Does this team get ahead of anything? Is basically my question.
I want to make this very clear. I want to be on the record with this. I don't want any confusion. What I think needs to happen is this. Based on body of work, based on trades, based on the type of deals that Treliving has made, there's no way Berube and Treliving have earned the right to be running anything with this team next year. That's not debatable. The bad contracts you go through on Puckpedia that Treliving is now responsible for, that was in like no time. Shanahan worked 9 years to sign all those bad contracts. Treliving did it in 2 years. And Berube's lost his mind. So, and because Bobby McMahon's telling us no one's listening to him. That's what that Josh Cloak interview said. So no one's listening to Berube. He has no structure. He cannot be flexible in any way. And the Treliving era is one horrific move after another. Aside from the Nyes contract I can't believe he didn't get any no movement really in that deal. I don't know how Treliving did that. That was his best move. Other than that, it is a train wreck. Now, what do I think will happen? I think Treliving throws Berube under a bus because the Keith Pelley does still need a shield in front of him. Treliving's going to be the guy. Smart executives in any walk of life, sports, the corporate world, banks, I don't care who it is, and a lot of you know what I'm talking about, you need someone in front of you to take the blame. Best way to keep your job.
And that might be what saves Treliving.
Yep.
Right?
Maybe. But that's Treliving's last bullet.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's Treliving's last bullet.
But I'm just saying, because he's got new people behind him, so that might save Treliving, is that they need a shield in front of them.
Jay Carl, Brad is staying, unfortunately. I think a lot of Leaf fans think Brad's staying.
I think they've become more and more aware of that.
But the body of work is clear for the world to see. Like, I'm sorry. Go through every one of those deals. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. But I think the smart move for Pele is to keep Brad.
Of course.
Keep Brad.
Makes
Try
sense.
and make Austin happy. Get the coach out of here. Sell it upstairs that you think Max Domi is going to break out next year.
One day we're getting into this. We don't have time today, but how can you do that? You can't. Anyways, some chats. Mike says, Leafs need a bush party.
Oh, where's Kawasaki when you need him?
Patrick says he's got the solution. Keith Pelley should pull the Michael Scott. I declare bankruptcy. I thought that was good.
Michael, you just can't declare it, and it's
so good. Anyway, but
I didn't declare it. I exclaimed. I think it was the line that came back.
So you don't think no matter how many games, as long as this team has made a decision, I think it's for the best.
I think they have made a decision.
So no matter how long this winning, could it change their mind if this winning streak or losing streak? Geez, why do I call it losing streak?
But the thing that keeps Berube in the position now and makes Derek Lalonde so unhappy that he's not the interim coach is that this losing is beneficial. It pains me to say that. The losing is beneficial. Losing to the Ducks tonight is let's go through. Azo, you want to play a game? Hey, chat, let's play a game.
Hold on, let me go through one.
Go ahead.
The plan? What plan? Dump and no one chase?
John Stavro in the chat. Dump and no one chase.
Pretty good.
I like that style.
I know.
I like that style. Okay, so the Leafs are winless in 8. They play the Ducks tonight. The Ducks are
it's not an easy schedule they have coming up.
The Ducks are right there in their division. They're playing very well.
And some good acquisitions too.
I mean, hold on, right there in their division.
We never talked about one.
Are they not first? The Ducks are
the standings.
Let me see here. Ducks are first in the Pacific.
Yeah.
They're 3 points up on Edmonton, 3 points up on the Vegas Golden Knights. So let's go to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, the record for longest winless streak in Leafs history is 15 by the putrid 87-88 John Brophy Toronto Maple Leafs. Leafs have lost 8 straight games. So let us go down this road.
Are you getting the schedule?
Let's play. How long is the streak going to go? You want to play that? Let's play that.
Actually,
yes.
I don't. I'm in a good.
Hey, if you want a top 5 pick, you got to play. How long does the streak go?
But then you're cheering for this. Can we call it a slump? Losing streak seems losing slump. No?
Losing streak.
No.
The Leafs lost all 8 games since the break. It's a streak of losing. It's a
Okay.
slump. A slump was me in grade 11. That was a slump. This is a streak.
Okay.
Okay, so they've lost 8 in a row. They play the Ducks tonight. They're losing to the Ducks, right?
Yes.
They're losing to the Ducks.
Thank you.
9 in a row. Then they play at Buffalo in the Lions' Den Saturday night. They're losing that game, right? The Sabres.
Yes.
Leafs are losing Saturday against the Sabres. 10 straight games. Then they're at Minnesota the next night. Oh, Jesus.
Quinn Hughes beats them by himself.
Quinn Hughes, barely break. He has the Mitch Marner hair at the end of that game. No sweat in it whatsoever.
He dominated them in their own building. He's going to do even worse in Minnesota. It's crazy.
So Leafs don't beat the Wild in Minnesota, let's say.
No.
So that's now 11.
Pretty safe bet.
That's 11 straight losses.
I mean.
Then the Leafs next Tuesday, home to Long Island. Matthew Schaefer, Braden Shen, and that up-and-coming team. So that's
an awful game.
That's 12 straight losses, potentially. Friday, home to Carolina. That's 13 straight losses. Saturday at Ottawa. You know what?
Maybe
14 straight losses.
Except it's a back-to-back, yeah.
And it's back-to-back. And it's at Ottawa. 14 straight. At Boston, Tuesday the 24th. 15 straight losses. They take on the Rangers on the 25th. They just lost to the Rangers. 16 straight losses. You know what? They beat St. Louis March the 28th.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Rob Thomas has a hat trick because he wants to come to Toronto. He shows off.
No. Yeah. I'm going to say, 9, 10,
I say they
11,
win the last
12,
game of the season.
13, 14, 15. I say this streak goes to 15. And I'm going to give the Leafs some credit that they beat St. Louis on March the 28th.
I say they win the last. Oh, no.
This streak goes to 15, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Habs Relic in the chat.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's a Tony Marinaro burner or not. Habs Relic. The 18-wheeler is back.
Dude, I thought that was the end of the schedule, but no, there's
then they got
7 games after that.
Oh, there's a few. Oh my God.
But that's just the end of the month. They have 7 games in April too.
7 in the chat. You jinxed it. Leafs will win tonight. I don't think so.
Have you seen our streak? Have you seen what we've done?
This could get to 15, man. I'm telling you, this could get to 15 for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight.
I agree.
Starting tonight. Okay. Anything else with the Leafs? Good times.
Yeah, good.
I hope Michael Pezzetta has a strong game playing 7 minutes for Craig Berube. Craig Berube gets a good look at Michael Pezzetta 7 minutes. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
If they call up one Marley for each game, and they'll win maybe before 15.
Maybe. All right, let's get positive here.
Yeah.
Canada advances at the World Baseball Classic. Woo! Let's go. Whatever happened to Cuban baseball? I've been scared of Cuban baseball my entire life. How many gold medals do they have in the Summer Olympics? I've been programmed to be scared of 2 teams more than any other. The Soviet Union teams of the early 80s and late 70s and Cuban baseball. And I got to see Cuba run around there like they just learned the game 3 weeks ago. Can't play defense. Yeah. Can't pitch. Yeah. Don't know that you can't corral baseballs with your face mask if you're a catcher. They can't do anything. Mm-hmm. The Nailers were in their head. Abraham Toro in their head. How about Cal Quantrill? What do you have? 5 innings of shutout. How about James Paxton? 6 Ks over 2 2/3 for Canada. Canada, for the first time in 6 World Baseball Classics yesterday in San Juan, Puerto Rico, they advanced to the quarterfinals. Ernie Witt and company getting it done. Apparently, Justin Morneau had a really inspirational speech in the morning, and Canada are through. And they're going to take on the USA tomorrow night, 8 p.m., quarterfinals in Houston. I know Canada's probably not winning this tournament, but I need that tomorrow night. I need that tomorrow night.
Revenge in the Olympics. Olympics revenge.
Olympics revenge, baby.
That's it.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern.
And you know
Don't you dare miss it.
Because USA doesn't have their best player. They have their best pitchers there. They're going with their B round of pitchers. Speaking of which, we got an update. Did you see who's joining Team USA?
No.
Tyler Rogers of the Blue Jays is joining them.
Can't we rig a medical report on him or something? Yeah. What do you mean he's going down there?
He's going down because they're taking Skubal, is it Skeens and somebody else off the, where did I have that? I had it here somewhere. Yeah. So team Tyler Rogers has officially joined Team USA in the knockout round, as reported here by Mitch Bannon. He was on the club's designated pitcher pool and told ahead of the tournament he'd be a knockout stage pitcher if they made it.
Okay. The Jays failed all of Canada by letting him do that. Yeah. Okay. By the way, Jeremy in the chat, take that, Mark Cuban. That's pretty good. All right, so Canada with honestly the biggest moment in international baseball history for them.
Amazing.
And like there've been a lot of competitions down through the years. Pan Am Games, Olympics. Like this is the biggest thing they've ever done. And Ernie Witt, and I'll be honest, I was wrong on Ernie Witt. I was slightly critical after the Panama loss. And I said, maybe we need some new blood. And it might happen anyway.
And they bounced back. No, but hold on. They bounced back. They bounced back in 2 big wins against Puerto Rico. Didn't play their best lineup, but whatever. And then again against Cuba. 2 really good teams, and they beat them.
Jay Figs in the chat. Sid has a stubby clap after that game.
Oh, my God. Good reference.
I need to call someone after 4 hours. I'm so excited.
Great reference.
But I was critical. I was critical of Ernie Witt a little bit. This is the 6th time running Canada at the WBC. And they get through for the first time. And I was looking at clips. Cal Quantrill audio was really good. Like he's a real leader in that team. It looks like
he's a great speaker too.
He's terrific.
He joined Blair and Barker, I think, before the tournament. He was really
good. He's outstanding, Cal Quantrill. But I felt like this was Ernie's moment, and I just kind of wanted to let him
Without a doubt.
speak for himself. So shout out to Ernie Witt, the manager of Canada. They are going through the quarters of the World Baseball Classic.
Boom. Yeah, Paxton too, pulling them.
Sorry, can you play the clip of Canada? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Very excited about it, needless to say. I mean, it's been a long haul. The team has really come together. We've gelled. You know, I try to look at positives and negatives. We still left way too many people on base. We still made some mistakes we shouldn't have. And hopefully as we go forward, we will clean those up. But as far as the organization is concerned and representing our country, you couldn't ask for more. And we're very excited from the top all the way down to the bottom. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of phone calls, but we're going one more step, and we're not done with that.
It's the stuff we don't see with this baseball team, trying to convince players to show up, talking to Major League Baseball teams to allow them to release their players. Arnold Bono in the chat. Ernie Witt looks like The Undertaker.
Oh, my God.
That's a compliment.
Oh, okay.
That's a compliment.
Well, he's always
because
there.
Cuban baseball yesterday will now rest in peace. Thank you, Ernie The Undertaker Witt.
No.
But that's the stuff, like the work they do, and it's Greg Hamilton of Baseball Canada.
Yep, 100%.
The
He's been there
work
from
they
the start
do
too.
is insane. Sorry, the point you were going to make before we play the clip.
No, just the pitching, because they are still missing 3 of their best pitchers. Like you said,
You're
getting
right.
those guys to commit, which was the hard part at the back end of the bullpen. Could they hold off those teams? And then, like you said, shout out Paxton. He made that decision in was it the Panama game where he pulled them after? Yeah, because that's the one he threw the ball high. But he pulled them before 50 pitches, rested them a bit. Like, you have to I think he's very comfortable with the way the tournament works. He knew what they had to do to advance. That's a good manager.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job.
He has.
He's done it, unlike the other manager that we talked about, Mark DeRosa. Don't be a Richard 27. That's one of the better headlines I've seen.
Yeah.
That's one of the better handles ever. Yesterday, Cuba looked like the Yankees in last year's ALDS against the Blue Jays. Oops, I dropped it again. Some.
Or the World Series the year before. Thanks, Judge.
Or basically a lot of years before that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asks, how old is Ernie Witt? That's a good question. How old is Ernie Witt? Ernie Witt has done more for Canadian baseball than most people.
Yep.
Time as a J, got to the playoffs for the first time with him on the team. Ernie Witt is, what are we looking at here? He is 73 years old, man. How about that?
Still going strong.
73. Yeah, I was wrong on Ernie Witt earlier in the tournament. I got to take it back. I'm wrong 3 times a year. That was one of them.
Go beat the U.S. Let's go.
Can Canada beat the United States tomorrow night in the quarterfinals in Houston of the World Baseball Classic? What do you think? Because they look a little shook, the U.S.
They do.
Little shook.
That might have been a wake-up call for them, though, so we'll see. It is interesting.
By the way,
again, they're going with their B line of pitchers. Like, they don't have their A line pitchers either.
Your take yesterday that Mark DeRosa might be so sullied here from a profile standpoint that he can't even go back on MLB
He's
Network.
going to take a break.
They just hired Eric Hosmer yesterday, MLB Network.
There you go. I missed that. Really?
Hosmer's good on air.
He's very good.
But like,
I think he's going to have to step away for a minute.
DeRosa might have to take a break.
And maybe he doesn't go back, or maybe he's beefing with them because it happened on their network. I don't know.
But it's such a bad moment. Like, for a guy who clearly has managerial aspirations and is a genuinely liked guy, it looks lazy and entitled to not know you didn't clinch a spot in the quarterfinals and to leave it in the hands of that Mexico-Italy game last night. I disagreed with you yesterday, but the more I think about it, I think you're right.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Slosh in the chat.
Or his first show back, so it will be interesting.
It will be interesting. DeRosa needs to go to Cancun. Coco Bongos.
A little Coco Bongos?
A little Coco Bongos. Yeah. Okay, so that was the Canada side of the story yesterday. The other side, which we dove into a lot, and we already have here on this show, is the USA, Italy, Mexico group. And USA thought they had a quarterfinal spot, locked up against Italy a couple nights ago. They didn't. They got destroyed by Italy. I mean, in the end, the score was closer than it actually was. But Italy beat the States. So there were a lot of permutations of Italy and Mexico yesterday. If Mexico won a close game, basically the States were out. And I was beyond disappointed that Italy looked that good. Because I was rooting for the tomfoolery.
Oh, of course.
An agreement between both nations.
How could you not?
To stick it to the United States of America's baseball program. But Italy went out to a very, very early lead. Vinny Pasquantino with 3 home runs. Like no one's hit 3 home runs in a game ever at the World Baseball Classic before Pasquantino. No one's ever done it. And Vinny's a guy with Kansas City. He's worked his way up. He's developed into a 30 home run, 110 RBI guy, decent hitter. Not the best first baseman defensively, but whatever. Like this is a guy, his personality has grown to the point where on shows like First Things First with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard and Kevin Wildes, he's been on there numerous times.
He co-hosts with Chris Rose a bunch on his podcast.
Oh, does he? I didn't even know that.
He does that. He steps in as a guest co-host when he was hurt. He was really good.
So Vinny Pasquantino, like, he's now a hero for Italian baseball. And they destroyed Mexico last night. So Mexico's out. Italy goes through. Italy take on Puerto Rico, 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. A game they can win to maybe get into the semifinals here. But after the game, John Paul Morosi, who has been the biggest trumpeter of this Italian baseball program than anyone on earth.
The WBC as a whole, but especially the
Italian. But he's been all about Italy.
He called them a dark horse.
Yeah, he did.
A dark horse.
And it's looking like a pretty good prediction.
Hell yeah.
So after the game last night, after Mexico get their doors blown in Houston, that was a very pro-Mexican crowd in Houston last night. Obviously.
Like it was against the U.S.
Yes.
Too. Yeah.
Yes. After the game, John Paul Morosi starts this interview, and a reminder for those who don't know of the espresso tradition in the Italian dugout, but you hit a home run, you take a shot of espresso. Strong coffee.
Did you see they put their numbers on the side? Any player who hits it?
No, I didn't see that.
They put their numbers on it too.
So Pasquantino hits 3 home runs last night. He is high on caffeine to start this interview. And I think you can hear the personality and the caffeine as it continues. This is on the field after, and it starts with one of the great people in the business. I know Jays fans are mad at him sometimes. I love JP. This is John Paul Morosi.
Espresso shots in. How you feeling?
I'm caffeinated. I'm beamed up right now. So, we're in a good spot.
So how many more boxes of those espresso pods are now on order?
As many as we need. As many as we need, we'll make it happen. So that was unbelievable, huh? You're welcome, USA. We were thinking of you guys over at your hotel. We were thinking of you guys, so I'm glad you guys could join us in the party. I don't even know what I'm feeling right now. I've never felt this before. Like, I know we didn't win anything. We won the pool and we've advanced, but we weren't supposed to, right? I mean, we had expectations that we could, but we did. We knew what we needed to do tonight. And once we scored 4 runs, it was like, all right, we better win this thing. So it's, I don't know, it's pretty special. This is a really cool group. Whatever happens next, we're going to be ready for it. And I'm honored to just be a part of this.
Sometimes when someone who's hit as many home runs as you have, Vinny, you know when it's going to be a special day. I saw you bunt on your first pitch. So what were your thoughts, your emotions heading into this one?
I'm pretty sure everybody knew how I had been hitting so far in this tournament. I knew. Any way you can get a hit, you just try to get on base and help the team. And I've never hit 3 home runs in a game before, so that's kind of cool. But more importantly, we were able to put some runs on the board early, and we didn't. We scored more than them tonight, and that's the goal. And I'm super proud of this team.
There's a lot there. Like to say, "Hey, USA, we got you. We did what we had to do."
Mark DeRosa, better send him a gift.
Yeah, Mark DeRosa, some nice wine.
Yes,
some nice cannolis.
A little bonus.
Yes,
he made some good money in his career for sure.
But there's so much, like that whole team. It's just really proud second generation Italians in America.
24 of them born in the U.S. So to beat them,
mom's Italian, dad's Italian, grandmother, grandfather, nonna, like they just are proud of their heritage.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very proud of their heritage.
As they should.
And that's a big moment, man. That's a big moment.
The biggest in their history for that sport.
This WBC is going to get really good if there's a lot of teams that can mess you up.
Oh, and there are.
And Pasquantino, again, listen, ask any fantasy baseball guy with Vinny Pasquantino last year. Solid contributor.
So you think him and Bobby Witt Jr. could maybe make that team good?
KC?
Yeah.
No. We're going to have, sorry, this is going to dissolve into our Kansas City good? No.
And by the way, you're leaving out the real hero for Italy yesterday.
What's that?
When it was 1-0, Sam Antonacci, I believe his name is. Did you see what he did at shortstop?
No.
Huh? There was a ball. Well, the guy took off from first running and he dove up the middle like it was an errant throw. And the guy got doubled up because the hitter actually hit a fly ball. So he threw it all off. It was Mexico's chance to tie it. And he threw it. He tricked the player. It was a trick play in baseball. And he got him to
That's dirty pool.
It's not.
I think it's kind of dirty
it's
pool.
It's amazing because the guy took off.
I don't know. I know how I feel about it.
Come on.
I don't know how I feel about it.
You haven't seen this?
I have not seen this specific play.
I'm
no.
going to show it to you after the show. But go check it out. He was a real hero because it was only 1-0.
Hey, well, you know what? I take it back. Whatever gets the job done.
It did.
Whatever gets the job done.
That's how they were playing for real.
Josh Naylor yesterday against Cuba was like taking his time getting set up, and he messed up the starter twice to start a game. It was pretty hilarious. Chris in the chat, my dog is Italian. Well, there you go. Everyone in the chat is also rooting for Italy at the World Baseball Classic.
You can go play for Italy.
There you go.
You have an Italian dog?
If your dog is Italian, you go play for Italy.
But I think there's 4 great matchups coming up.
Oh, these are going to be, listen, I mean, Puerto Rico, Italy, that's anyone's game.
Yep.
Venezuela, Japan. Venezuela, like I know there's some vibes with the Dominican Republic. Venezuela's fans are going to be out of force there too.
Yeah. That's the easy side of the bracket.
I mean, well, here's the thing. As of right now, I hope it changes. I don't think Sportsnet are airing Korea and the Dominican Republic tomorrow at 6:30. I think they can change it. No, the grids look pretty
6:30.
open.
6:30. What else you got on at 6:30?
But here's my problem. But this is a tournament scheduling thing. Korea, Dominican Republic tomorrow, quarterfinal, 6:30 Eastern. Canada, USA on 90 minutes later. Can we not spread it out?
Spread it out a bit.
Just a little? Like, can you give me like a 6 or a 5:30 start on that Dominican game? I want to see Vladdy and the Dominican play. Come on, man. Ridiculous. Galviano in the chat. Viva Italia. Throw the other one up. What did you have there?
Sorry. He says pizza is Italian. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can I play for Italian? I like pizza.
Italian.
I like pizza.
Everyone on the roster. Everyone on the roster.
No, it was a biggest moment for that.
Did you like Who's the Boss? Tony Danza?
Yeah, there you go.
You're on the team. Everyone's on the team. So that was
a little Italian sausage. There you go.
That's some good sauce. That was a crazy night again at the World Baseball Classic.
Dude, this tournament's so much fun.
Okay, Azzo, let's audible here quickly. Because there is a J connection to the World Baseball Classic, and it's not just Tyler Rogers.
No.
So
although he's in, you'll see him with Team USA against Canada.
But Jose Barrios yesterday, we were told, did not get cleared for the World Baseball Classic.
He wouldn't be joining their team like he once thought he would, which surprised us both because I didn't hear that.
For Puerto Rico.
For Puerto Rico, of course. Yeah,
so, and again, this has been a weird story because it's kind of appeared and then disappeared. It's appeared like there's been no real concrete stance by Barrios or the Jays over what's happening. So yesterday we're told, okay, Barrios not cleared by the insurance company.
Again, got rejected.
Got rejected.
He wanted to, but he got rejected. Yeah.
So today we see
but
this.
Hold on, but then they asked Schneider about it yesterday. And I have the quote here.
Schneider go ahead.
Go ahead. So yesterday, Schneider said, when asked about it, we're getting all the information that we can from all the things that he had to do medically to say, okay, why wasn't he granted insurance? So we'll gather more information tonight and really take it day by day. And then when asked about Barrios, he just said he feels good and added waiting for some other opinions and things like that. But all the feedback from him has been really positive.
Okay.
And then he just went on to say he really wanted to pitch, so they feel bad for him. Blah, blah,
so that was yesterday. So today, this was a couple hours ago. Arden Zwelling of Sportsnet. Jose Barrios has been scratched from his start today against the Phillies. A recent MRI during the WBC insurance process revealed inflammation in his right elbow. A different issue than the one he dealt with last season. Arden goes on to post this. Barrios says he feels good and is pain-free. He'll continue throwing in the coming days while the Blue Jays continue to gather more information / opinions to determine next steps. Currently unclear what it means for his availability to begin the regular season. So with all due respect to the WBC, I now don't care about that for Jose Barrios. I got bigger worries. Because the Jays right now, Shane Bieber, no idea. Jose Barrios, no idea. And they're not letting Trey Savage loose at all. No. At all. He threw a 35-pitch simulated game yesterday, and which on its own doesn't seem weird, but it is weird when you realize that, like, Pete Walker, John Schneider, and Ross Atkins were watching it pretty closely.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
And like 100 media members.
What do you make of that?
There's 100 people there watching.
Yeah, like why?
So you know what I was thinking about? So we started the show, what was it, February 9th? And I think it was February 11th, 2 days later, that pitchers and catchers reported to spring training.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny to me. It's exactly a month later he throws his first sim game. So are they just delaying everything by a month?
Well, I got quotes from both. Let me hold that thought.
Okay.
Because I got quotes from, again, to everyone listening and watching, like the Jays have been pretty consistent on this with Trey Savage the entire spring training buildup, or lack thereof, for Savage, because he threw 139 and 2/3 innings total last year. 27 and 2/3 were in the postseason. Those were hard innings. So they genuinely don't want to just say, okay, Trey Savage at 22 or 23, however old he is, don't go out there and throw 180, 200 innings.
When they've always pitched, they have a plan. They presented it to him.
They say they have a plan.
Right. And they presented it to him. He's okay with it. He says he's okay. So anyways.
So the quotes.
But they never filled us in on what that plan is.
No. So the quotes from Savage is this. I'm right where I want to be, just getting my work in on a daily basis, taking it day by day. It's a great group of guys. I'm very fortunate to be a part of this organization. Now, John Schneider then said that Savage has bought in completely to this plan. They're not telling us exactly what the plan is, but he's bought in. And Schneider also said, quote, "We've said it with Trey. It was a very unique situation after last year, and then literally the shortest off season you could have going into this, his first full season. So he understands it. The long game that we're doing here, you're playing, and he's been really, really good about it." End quote. Okay. But now with Barrio up in the air, I'm starting to get a little concerned. That's Shane Bieber. That's Barrios. That's Trey Savage. I love Cody Ponce and the story that could be Cody Ponce. We have no idea what Cody Ponce is going to be like in the major leagues and then American League East. We have none. Eric Lauer did not have a good start yesterday in spring training. I think he gave up 3 runs in 2 2/3. He did not look great. My question to you, Azzo, is the slow playing of Trey Savage now a smart thing, considering all the other question marks that are arising with the rotation? Because let's be honest here. If I'm Barrios, considering the way I've been treated by this organization, I'm very careful with my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very careful with my arm. I'm very careful with the fact that I don't know where this is going. I mean, this is a big year for Jose Barrios. This is not a contract year for Jose Barrios?
I believe so, yeah.
Let me just double check.
And it seems like there is a little bit of a point in contention here again, although he wasn't fully honest with them. We found out earlier this spring about last year either, that he was feeling some discomfort in spring training and didn't tell anybody. But he also had another quote to Arden saying, "That's the only scare I have right now, getting out of shape. I've been feeling so great. I don't want to lose where I am." So
he has, for the record, after this season, Barrios has an opt-out for 2027. I don't know if that's team or player or mutual.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Probably mutual.
I think it's mutual. I think you're right.
Yeah.
But for some reason in 2028, there's no opt-out. So he's locked in for 2028, but he can get out.
Really?
He can get out next year.
Oh, so it locks it in for 2 years, you're saying?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, but if I'm Barrios, I take this very slowly. Very slowly. You know why? Because I, at some point, can make decisions for myself. I don't need John Schneider pulling me out. I don't need to be embarrassed by the organization coming back. No. We're not doing that. If I'm now you reap what you sow if you're the Jays. Now that you might need Jose Barrios off to the side and you're like, oh, we might need him for the first month of the season. Nope. Elbow. Guys, elbow.
Let me throw a Ravens type conspiracy at you.
Go ahead.
Were they just trying to pitch him out there and hope he looked good and maybe trade him by the end of spring training?
You have been on this trade Barrios thing?
No, I'm just saying.
For months.
I have not.
I'm just saying. You have.
I think it's an option that's open to him. That's why they brought in all these pitchers. So right now, what do you got? You got Gausman, you got Cease, you got
Gausman, Cease, Ponce,
Lauer, and Barrios. Matt and Scherzer. And Scherzer.
Well, again, the 40-plus-year-old.
Well, no,
you think you have something,
but you have enough for a 5-man even without Barrios. Like you have a 6-man right now, even without Savage.
But like you're the depth you thought you have. If Barrios is down for a stretch, I got news for everyone. You don't have it.
And then again, it's an unknown in Ponce. It's a 42-year-old in Scherzer.
There's way more questions here than we're acknowledging.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point, Azzo, is like, let's not act like the Jays are walking in there because they got Okamoto at third and everyone's kind of back.
4 or 5
No. That pitching still has to pull some weight here.
Yep.
Very much pulls some. Considering like Tyler Rogers is the only bullpen guy they really added.
No.
You got the same problems in your pen.
And how many pitchers have we been excited about at the end of one season and they don't show up the next season? No offense, Eric Lauer.
Good point.
I really hope you're good. But look up Bowden Francis. Look up Alek Manoah.
Kira in the chat. Jays are fine. That's Kira's take.
Yeah.
Ryan in the chat. Does this not raise questions about the Jays medical staff?
I Miles has another better comment.
What's the other one here? Oh, Azzo always thinking 2 steps ahead. He's playing Maltese chess. Didn't write. Maltese was not in there. I added the Maltese.
No, but anyways, to me, it's like, I just find it peculiar. I think they just pushed Trey Savage fully a month. Like, it's exactly a month.
So he doesn't start for April.
I don't think, honestly, I could.
No, but what do you mean about that? It's an interesting take. Like, what do you mean? Like, when you the full month of April, we do not see Trey Savage.
He's on the same program he would have been if he showed up, but it's just a month later. So I don't know where he's going to be at. I think it's a bit rushed to think he's going to be ready for opening day. Or what, 15 days away.
It's not 15.
15. Like, we're getting close. That's just over 2 weeks to build him up. And again, I just think it's easier to pull a guy after 40 pitches or whatever you want in Buffalo than up here. We'll see.
The other interesting part is, and I'm just looking at this for the first time. Like, do they have a bunch of days off in April?
Oh, of course. Yeah, all teams do. Yeah, that's in the CBA.
Yeah, I guess they do.
So that's why somebody in the chat, Don't Be a Richard, again, I think was asking about a 6-man rotation. It's hard to at the beginning of the season because you have all those scheduled days off.
Okay.
And then you're giving people
but that's a good thing.
You have
the scheduled days off is a good thing.
It is.
Like,
but that's why you can get away with the first month, right? Like
they're off the Friday. Like, they got a Friday off, they got a Thursday off, the 9th, they're off the Monday the 13th, they're off the Thursday the 23rd. Like, they can get away with not pitching Savage in the first month. Now, Savage and Barrios, I don't know about that.
They still have the bodies. They have enough bodies to cover it if they need to.
And listen, I know everyone's saying the Jays have an easy April, but like, they also don't. They got the Dodgers. They got the Brewers. The Brewers can play.
I've been saying that. Don't say everybody. I've been saying that.
Azzo has been saying it.
But
they got Cleveland. The Red Sox, I don't know. It looks like Red Sox look like they might be able to hit this year.
They're good. They're good.
At least. So please stop telling me that they got an easy schedule because you see the White Sox.
It's better than the start they had last year.
Come on, man.
You still got the Rockies, the White Sox, the Twins, the Angels. Like,
Ali Bear 1234 says Trey ETA mid-April. The way they're talking, I don't know, Ali, if I agree with that. The way they're talking is deeper, like way deeper than that. So it's this Savage thing is fascinating.
Even if he starts there, I expect them to see him by the end of April for sure. Probably for that homestand on the 24th. That would be my guess.
Don't Be a Richard in the chat writes, just a thought. When Shane Bieber returns, how about Mad Max becoming an opener for your Savage and Bieber? Keep their innings and pitches low. It's a little too cute. I'm all for cute.
Yeah,
that's too cute.
Okay, so they're not the Dodgers. You can't get that cute. And secondly, when is Bieber coming back, and how healthy will Max be at that time? Again, it's a 42-year-old, and Bieber, we hear what? He's progressing well, and nothing more than that. How much faith do you have in him and when he's coming back? I don't know. I don't think that's in the first month either.
I don't think so either. Jay Caro, but this is where I'm going with Barrios. Jay Caro just wrote it at 112. Barrios has started planning his exit from the Jays. Seems to be trending in this direction. Azzo's take on a trade isn't crazy.
And I wonder if they were trying to get rid of it, and this insurance plot is like making everybody think now. Like, why aren't you guys talking about it? Why is he not getting cleared for a second time now? And he's been looking okay. He's been
he's been out there for some spring training. Starts throwing four innings.
Yeah,
Barrios has been doing that.
So if anything, this has called it into question, which is that's the crazy part to me.
There's
shenanigans,
dude. There's something going on here with Barrios. You and I, one of the first shows we ever did was This Doesn't Smell Good with Barrios.
Yep.
And I completely understand why. I've been on Team Barrios the whole time. The Blue Jays do not have the pedigree to be treating a guy like this, especially a guy this consistent. They don't.
And who's done so much for you in past years.
And I hate how it's gotten to this point, and now they're screwed. Because if they turn around and they need innings in April and May, and Barrios is like, injured list.
Mm-hmm.
Injured list. And then Schneider's going to have to talk to the media during batting practice about, Barrios suffered a setback. Watch for that. Barrios suffered a setback.
The first day of spring training, first day of the season, he needs shoulder surgery.
Yes.
Actually, well, we have a Santander update, right? But we'll wait on that.
We have some news on Anthony Santander. We'll have that a little later on.
Right.
My guy 82,
I did mention Alek Manoah. You want to read his line?
Give me a second here. Let me read this. My guy 82. Manoah says he'll get Trey back in form.
Boom.
Alek Manoah will have a large part to play.
In the chat, we're thinking the same. It's true.
Sorry, what do you have?
No, I was going to say, do you have Manoah? Speaking of Manoah, didn't he pitch yesterday? Maybe they can go get him if they're short on starters.
Manoah.
Wait.
Manoah got hit up again. Let me take 2 seconds here. Because the Alek Manoah storyline.
I thought you had it.
No, I didn't.
I have his entire spring training stats if you want those.
Yesterday he took on the White Sox yesterday. Okay, Alek Manoah.
That juggernaut.
Alek Manoah, 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs allowed, 2 home runs. Holy cow! Read his whole spring stats.
So he started 4 games so far this spring. He's 0-1, 7.15 ERA, 11.1 innings pitched. He's given up 15 hits, 9 runs, all earned, 2 home runs, 10 base on balls, 8 strikeouts.
Oh, man. Sized Oyster in the chat. Hey, did he give up 27 hits and 12 walks again? Jesus, Manoah's done.
Well played. That's good.
I like Alek Manoah, but I didn't like the comment that he had.
That comment was
he had a
ridiculous.
piece of that last year.
Yeah.
Give me a break,
I mean, he's
Manoah.
made himself relevant. How many times have we mentioned him now?
Give me a break.
Crazy. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to games tomorrow night.
Oh, let's go.
Dude, that Dominican team is so much fun.
Can Canada beat the States tomorrow night? Yes or no? Yes or no? World Baseball Classic.
Yes. I say yes.
I think Canada can win.
I say yes.
Let's go, Canada.
Let's go.
Let's go. Mark DeRosa doesn't even know how many innings are in a game. You can beat Mark DeRosa. Come on. They're all drinking tonight. They don't take you seriously. They're all getting hammered. Go ahead. Let's go. Johnny Nice Guy, Mark DeRosa. Yeah, get your team ready. Ernie Witt. The Undertaker is getting Canada ready. Ernie Witt. Let's go.
Can we get somebody to confirm that DeRosa knows now it's a single elimination?
DeRosa thinks it's a best of 3.
Dude, seriously. It's the only baseball tournament that's only single elimination. Somebody better tell him. By the way, like whoever wins has to play this DR team. Like, dude,
we're showing a picture.
They're so much fun
of the Dominican Republic, and it is a scene right now.
I think the only team to have 2 games where 4 different guys have hit home runs in the game.
Did you see the Fernando Tatis Jr. backflip last night?
Did you see the
it was insane.
Dugout explode?
It was
even better.
Nuts. It is the best party in North America right now, being at a Dominican Republic baseball game.
Without a doubt.
I am rooting for them to win. I am rooting for them to win.
Dude, they're so much fun. I love them.
Anything else on the Jays?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Was there? No.
Nothing else on the Jays? Tomorrow's probable pitcher, just to get this out there, Jays are home in Dunedin to the Twins. Mm-hmm. Cody Ponce will be throwing tomorrow.
There you go.
Cody Ponce has become an important guy all of a sudden.
It's true. It's true.
So we'll see how that plays out and go from there. Oh, my God. Did you see who they got Saturday?
No.
It's Max Scherzer against Tarek Skubal Saturday.
Amazing.
Sportsnet have a hell of a start on their hands in that game. Oh, my God. It's a 1:00 Saturday game. Skubal. You see Skubal yesterday saying he shouldn't be criticized for leaving Team USA? What a coward. What a coward Tarek Skubal is.
Give a spot to somebody.
Oh, yeah. No, I want to be selfish and I don't want anyone criticizing me. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Weak.
So I think it's him, Skeens, and Yarbrough who are off the American one for the second round or whatever, this knockout round now.
Well, sorry, say it again.
I think it's Skeens, Skubal, and Yarbrough who are off Team USA.
No, Skeens said he wanted to pitch in this round.
Did he? But
yeah.
Okay.
I think he was talking like he was pitching in the knockout round.
I think they took him off. I have to double.
No way. Are you Skeens is gone? Don't tell me that.
Hold on. Okay, let me look it up. You go.
Okay.
What else you got?
So we're going Raptors here.
Oh.
We're going Raptors.
Okay. So we're doing the roller coaster today.
Oh, we are. we are doing the roller coaster.
Some fun stuff, some not so fun stuff.
Willie says, pull up the pic of Ernie Witt with Paul Bearer.
I saw somebody say that.
Mark DeRosa doesn't know the rules. Mark DeRosa is a joke.
Oh, all no, right. So you were right. Sorry, just to confirm.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman says, USA changes so far. Skubal, Waka, and Yarbrough off the quarterfinal roster.
John Heyman.
Oh, sorry, John Heyman. What did
I say? Paul Heyman.
Oh. Wrestling on the brain.
But Paul Heyman said it in a very disrespectful way.
Paul Heyman said, this is not a spoiler.
Paul Skeens is pitching, you jackass.
This is not a prediction.
Acknowledge him.
That's my fault. Oh, my God.
We're both
not a prediction.
We're Paul Heyman fans. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Anyway, sorry. John Heyman said, official USA changes so far. Skubal, Waka, and Yarbrough off the quarterfinal roster. Will Vest, Tyler Rogers, Tim Hill added to the quarterfinal roster. So can they make changes every round?
I think you can. That's why Tyler Rogers is leaving the Jays to be part of Team USA, the reliever. Okay, so let's go to the Raptors here. Because when last we spoke,
I was going to say, English, you have to tee up what you said yesterday.
When last we spoke, I said to you, this was after the Houston loss 2 nights ago. I go, I really, really am not going to accept a Pelicans loss last night. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. So Colin Murray-Boyles was the only guy not playing.
Again.
And the Raptors went out and lost 122 to 111 to the Pelicans, who are now 22-45 on the season. And the only reason that they're not a lock to get the first pick is because the Western Conference is a buffet of diarrhea at the bottom end.
It's true.
It is it's incredible how bad the Mavs, Jazz, and Kings have become.
And this is what's happening in the NBA recently,
yes.
Right?
So it's the way it's going. So I'm like, I really need a Pelicans victory from the Raptors last night. Nope. Not happening. Raptors lose 122 to 111. And it's an interesting scene in that now the Raptors are very much in the play-in discussion. They are 7th in the Eastern Conference, which means they would, if the season ended today, they would enter a 4-team mini playoff with the Hornets, Hawks, and Sixers. Hornets are one of the hottest teams in all of pro sports.
Without a doubt. Hornets,
Hawks, and Sixers to get the final 2 spots in the East. So after the game, Darko Rajakovic, head coach of the Toronto Raptors, spoke about the general slide that they're on, and he tried to make the case that listen, it's a season of ups and downs.
We're just not playing our best basketball, and everything is in our control. How we're going to respond, how we're going to stay together. We know what we need to do. We know that all the keys they're in our hands. We just got to stick together. We got to go through this. The season is long. At every point of every team goes through a slump of the season that things are not going their way. We're just in the middle of it now. We know the way how we're gonna get out of it, and the work is solution for us.
Season is long. 36 wins plus 29, 65, 82 minus 65. There's 17 games left in the season. The season is long, according to Darko. There's 17 games left, okay? Let's be accurate about where we're at. I know the season's long, but right now it's not that long. There's 17 games left in the season. They got Phoenix tomorrow night. Another play-in team potentially in the West. And, Brandon Ingram looks tired. Defensively, he's a train wreck. Most players on the team defensively are a train wreck. I don't know what Scotty Barnes is doing on the perimeter of most offensive possessions, considering he can't shoot a 3. That's coaching. Is that not coaching? Feels like it's coaching to me.
Yep.
But so no defense. The only guy you're missing is Colin Murray-Boyles, really. You have no outside shooters, and you're not getting out in transition. All these things are happening. But then, the end of the game happened. And DeJounte Murray of the New Orleans Pelicans, who's been an all-star once in his life, he's injured for most of it. He's played 7 games this year. He's the most irrelevant good player in the league. DeJounte Murray. Most irrelevant good player in basketball is DeJounte Murray. And Jamal Shed, God bless Jamal Shed. He's trying to guard up Murray at the end of the game, and he gets crossed up, and Jamal Shed falls. He not only falls, Murray not only makes a shot at the end of the game, but DeJounte Murray starts yelling at Jamal Shed, over top of him. And all the Raptors said, I'm not taking this. And they ran up to DeJounte Murray and confronted him. Just kidding. Emmanuel Quickley's the only guy who kind of sort of gently went up to him. For the listening audience, we have a still of that moment here that we're showing with 1:24 left in the game. And Brandon Ingram hardly moves. Scotty Barnes hardly moves. I believe that's Jacoby Walter in the corner. Hardly moves. Quickley's the only guy that makes a move. DeJounte Murray is wound up. Do you know in soccer what happens when you lean over a guy and just start yelling at him because you think he's diving? Do you know the brawl that starts? In a second. Azil, throw it back up.
As it should.
Throw it back up. We've entered Maple Leaf territory with this Raptors team. From a kid in Jamal Shed, who, based on what I've heard from a lot of people, is genuinely liked in that room.
Heart of the team.
Heart of the team.
Seriously, he plays hard. He's not as
Off
talented.
season, they go to Houston. Who's setting everything up? It's that kid. It's not Scotty Barnes or anyone. It's him. Off season workouts, him. And he's struggling. We all know Jamal Shed is struggling. But DeJounte Murray, who's a complete afterthought in this league, is allowed to yell over your kid like that. And no one, besides Emmanuel Quickly, who just kind of walks over and says, hey, I'm barely giving Quickly any credit because he didn't do anything.
But at least he went over.
At least he went over. In that moment, that is a two hands in your chest shove moment on Murray if he's going to do that to Jamal Shed. What happens to OKC if you do that to one of their players? What happens to the Detroit Pistons are nuts. What happens if you do that with Isaiah Stewart in the building? What happens? The Raptors have been leafed. And the Raptors are eyeing the door this season. They have no interest in playing in that plan. None. None. And the worst thing about it was Darko after the game. He pulled out a line in relation to that drives me as crazy as anything you hear in professional sports. Anything. Nothing drives me crazier than this cop-out, coward line about that incident. See if you can pick out the line that I'm talking about.
Give it too much over there. Like, guys are competitive. It was probably over the board. Like what he did there, I got to see it on film, but I don't want to make nothing more than it is.
I got to see it on the film. I got to see it on the film. DeJounte Murray is yelling at Jamal Shed, who genuinely cares as a young basketball player. Genuinely cares. And it was a hell of a moment. Murray crossed him up and hit a bucket on him. Bad stuff. Darko's 4 feet away. I got to see it on the film. That is a cowardly comment from a head coach. Anyone in a room, anyone who throws that line off of any controversial situation in a game who doesn't want to deal with it and doesn't want to fight will say that. I need to see it on the film, or I didn't catch it live. I got to watch it again. The Leafs are kings of I got to watch it again. Kings. Now that seeped into the other dressing room down the hall at Scotiabank. That garbage. The Toronto Raptors look disinterested and disjointed. Bad time for that. 17 games to go. Bad time. You're going to lose? Okay. Scotty Barnes can't hit a 3? Okay. Ingram looks really tired? Okay. Murray Boyles is hurt? Fine. Jakob Poeltl doesn't have a back? Okay. I get all these things. When Jamal Shed gets embarrassed like that, someone has to wake up. Wake up. I know Darko can do it. He did it in LA a couple years ago, screaming about Scotty Barnes. He has it in him. Cost him some money, but whatever. Jamal Shed deserved way better than that from his organization. Way better. And I hope some lessons are learned here. I hope some lessons are learned. Brandon Ingram's home. He's back in New Orleans for the first time in a while. How about you kind of lead a little bit? No? Congratulations. You had 22 points or whatever it was. Congratulations. It was like a minus 18, and he let that go. That was an embarrassing moment for the Raptors, and it was a tell. They're not as close as they tell us they are. They're not. We've been fed that BS all year. It's not true. None of it's true. And we're seeing it. Can they change everyone's minds? Of course they can. Next time that happens, wake up. And don't look that soft. The kid needs your help there. Help him. I've seen Emmanuel quickly talk to the media. He's not the nice guy all the time. He has that streak in him. Do something. Do something. Pathetic. Azzo, what did you make of that?
Yeah, I can't.
I couldn't stand
embarrassing.
that.
It's embarrassing.
That exchange at the end and Darko, I couldn't believe that garbage
for
at the
a
end.
team that's supposed to be going to war with each other. Like, yeah, I'm embarrassed because I haven't seen that much disrespect since it reminded me of the Iverson photo over Ty Lue. Like what he did to him. You know what I mean? Like pretty close. And the whole teammate got up. And like you said, his teammate shoved him harder than any Raptor put his hands on him.
I couldn't believe it.
It's crazy.
I couldn't.
And what annoys me about Dark, like, I'm sorry, Darko, with all due respect, that is a complete crap, like you say.
It's garbage. That's a garbage answer. I got to see the film. You were 4 feet away.
Well, the first clip you put about the losing streak, you kept saying, well, we have to see how we respond. You have the worst losing record against teams with a good record. You want to see how this team responds.
Have the Raptors not lost 16 of 17 against top 10 teams in the league? So, like, I'm not kidding.
What are you waiting to see the response for? Put them in a better position. And then you need to see. I needed to see a response on that.
Something had to happen there.
Yeah.
Something had to happen there.
And why'd Shed get embarrassed? Because he was playing hard defense.
He was trying. How dare a guy try? Yeah. How dare he try?
So a guy tries, gets embarrassed. Like sometimes you actually do get crossed up. You get crossed up for 2 reasons. Either you're being super lazy or you're trying hard and you get crossed up. And for no teammate to run over. Like I get what you're saying about quickly. At least he went over and said something. But again, the Pelicans guy shoved his own player.
I want to let quickly off the hook. He barely did anything either.
But he went over to say something.
But at least he went over.
Yeah.
Sean in the Yukon.
That tells you where this team's at.
100%. Stand up for your guys, Sean in the Yukon.
Not just quickly, but I got to throw Scotty Barnes in there. You're 100%. Supposed to be the leader of this team.
100%.
You're the captain, and you know you have that mean streak in you. Go over there. Go over there and make a scene. You're right. The Pistons, the entire team would have been suspended for the next 3 games.
Yusuf in the chat. Can't believe I'm saying this. We need Pat Beverly in the room. Yep.
You need something.
There's people calling for Amir Johnson.
So to that point, like I just think these guys against good opponents, they just have no confidence to the point where you're letting your own player get punked like that and have no. How do you not have? I don't care if you're the worst team in the league. A team should have a response to somebody doing that to one of your guys.
Who are you most disappointed by of the 4 other players on the court in terms of a non-reaction?
I have to say Scotty.
I think Scotty really dropped the ball there.
He's the leader.
100%.
But that's why is all their
100%.
confidence just gone in these games where you don't even react. Like there was no reaction.
None.
Not what they did, but just no reaction.
None.
What did we say about apathy yesterday? Like I hope they use this as motivation to be like, we can't be disrespected like that.
You can't be.
Right.
And the thing that pisses me off the most, like the chat's going nuts here. Like people are like, I miss Charles Barkley. Slosh in the chat, Lowry or Fred VanVleet would have done something 100%. I agree with that.
100%.
But Scotty's the one I look at because Scotty is a tank of a human being.
He is.
A tank.
Strong.
And he's still growing, I think. Like he's huge. Do something. What is DeJounte Murray's afraid to have a hangnail? What is he going to do about it? He's a nobody. He's a complete nobody. He never stays healthy. He's been an all-star once. He's a nobody. Do something about it.
To stand over your guy and yell in his face like that. Nobody shoved. Like somebody should have shoved him before he was even up. Like before he walked away on himself.
Jamie in the chat, Matt Stairs would have knocked him out. Love me a Matt Stairs.
He would have ran from BC and came over.
Shout out Canadian baseball.
100%.
Sean in the Yukon, Ibaka would have done something with this guy. There's a lot of former Raptor references right now about what should have happened last night. And I don't think something should have happened. Anyone who tells me I'm overstating it doesn't get it.
No.
Because that is that's a systemic issue in the team if you let that garbage go. Any team will push you around. Any team. And the Leafs have been dealing with that for 10 years.
Especially for a team on the cusp of the playoffs where things are going to get even more physical. I need to see some fight there. Like not an actual fight, but I need to see some sort of fight.
A fight facsimile.
Yeah.
Something like that. Slosh in the chat. Scotty is our franchise guy. Needed something. Do not like that. Let's just hope that's used as an example in film. Well, I mean, Darko has to see the film.
Yeah.
And this team really unifies together. We'll see. Hope to never talk about it again. I guarantee you against Phoenix tomorrow night, something performative will happen.
Yeah.
Guaranteed tomorrow night.
I think you have to.
Guaranteed.
They can use it as motivation to get them out of this slump against good teams because it's true. Like they get to a certain point and they're playing with no confidence. They're dead on the court, which is embarrassing.
Jay Caro in the chat. Bargnani would never let that happen. I haven't heard a good Bargnani
That's true.
Primo Pasta reference in a long time. Rafa Araujo would have been there. Oh, there's a lot of really strong references right now in the chat, live on X and YouTube. Yeah. Very good references right now.
Who said it here? Charles Oakley. Get him in the coaching staff.
Get him Charles Oakley in.
Get him in the room. Let him give a talk.
There you go. Anything else on the Raps? That really bothered me last night.
I thought the game was going to be what made us angriest the most, and then that happens at the end, which just takes it to another level. It's crazy. I'm so mad at this.
So mad.
And again, now you're in a playoff position or a play-in position. Come on, man.
For now. Look, they can go on a streak.
But they're playing good teams. You want to do, because apparently them and the Leafs have the same number of games left. You want to go over them and see how many games you think they can win? I'm pretty sure they got a lot of good teams left.
Let's play. Well, the Raptors, they're not going to fall out of the play-in because the Bucks suck.
Right.
So they're going to be in the play-in. Let's go through the Raptors schedule. I like this game. Let's play this game. It's called when will the Raptors figure it out game. So they got Phoenix tomorrow. They could beat Phoenix.
Yep.
With Phoenix, you never know if Devin Booker's playing or not. Or Jalen Green's playing or not. You have no idea.
They're 30-27. Not great.
But
they're in the
I'm going to say win tomorrow night. But you're not saying win.
And it's at home. They win. They win.
Then they got the Pistons Sunday afternoon. Nope. They got the Bulls next Wednesday. They can beat the Bulls on the road.
So that's 2-1.
Denver on the road. Nope. They're not beat. Jamal Murray's going for 50.
2-2.
The way they're playing defensively. Then they're at Phoenix next weekend.
Nope. Not on the road.
Really? Phoenix on the road, eh? You're not giving the Raptors that game?
A back-to-back? No, they have a night off. Okay, yeah.
Then Utah, Monday the 23rd at Utah.
Mm-hmm.
They can win that.
Yep.
The Clippers, I saw a crazy stat about the Clippers. I think they're the first team in league history to be 15 games below 500 and then find their way above 500. Because
they're one game over 500 right now.
Kawhi Leonard is about to get hit with a crazy suspension.
Yep.
And so is that entire organization. So everyone's having a really good time with the Clippers while they can.
Here's the juicy
while
one.
They can.
Look at the next one.
They got New Orleans at home.
Yeah.
Friday the 27th. Good. Bring it, DeJounte Murray. Bring it.
Let's go.
We should go.
I was about to say
and wear shirts to say F Murray. We should go.
Hey, Javante.
Off. Hey, Jaluser. Javante Jaluser.
Right. Anyways, I think we stopped there. That's the game to circle.
That's the game to circle. Oh, you know what? And it's the night of the home opener for the Jays. A lot of people are going to be at Scotiabank that night. That's why.
I knew there was a reason I hadn't circled that one.
A lot of people are going to be at that
So
game.
you're out. You're out.
It's going to be Sacramento Athletics and the Jays down the street. Some great teams.
What time is the Jays? Yeah, it's a night game.
The Jays are a night game. Yeah. The 27th. March.
They bumped it. They bumped it from the Thursday.
So
to
that
the Friday.
night in town, just let's look at the teams that are gracing our presence in Toronto. Amazing. On Friday, March the 27th. The Sacramento Athletics and the New Orleans Pelicans. What a schedule that is.
Are they Sacramento yet? They're still Las Vegas.
No, well, they're not Las Vegas. They're in Sacramento.
I know.
For the record, thank you for bringing this up. I'm calling them Oakland. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm okay with
that. For everyone in the chat, for everyone listening on pod, I don't tweet at us. Please don't respond. I will call them Oakland until they're in Vegas.
Okay.
Which is going to be like several years, apparently.
Yeah.
It's not going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the Oakland A's are in town for the home opener on the 27th. All right, let's move on here. Oh, I mentioned I had a hockey scoop a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
So the 2028 World Cup of hockey is going to be a thing. The National Hockey League, based on how the Olympics went, I think it's a smart move from the NHL.
And the success of the Four Nations last year.
Yeah. So the Four Nations is becoming the 8 nations.
Yeah.
In 2028, they're going to have 8 teams. There's going to be a group in Europe. There's going to be a group in North America, and then another one in Canada. I don't know where the tournament's going to end, but there's been a lot of rumblings in Alberta about a joint bid between Edmonton and what will be Calgary's new arena, which will be completed in 2028. Little Birdie told me that bid is basically official, and they're going to announce it possibly as early as next week. So the Calgary Edmonton, joint World Cup bid is a thing. It's going to happen. I think it makes a lot of sense. That's something I'd fly over for. That could be a good time. It'll be mid-season, and next week you're going to have an official potential announcement from the Calgary Edmonton World Cup of Hockey bid. So that's good times for especially Calgary hockey fans.
Yeah, exactly. In that new arena?
Yes.
Definitely.
And for what it's worth, Calgary not winning a lot of games, but they got some good young players. And they got more on the way. Might get a good one this year.
Yeah.
If the Canucks luck continues to be this bad, maybe Calgary gets McKenna or the first pick or whoever they want to take.
And this is the Scoop Seixeiro podcast.
Oh, it's not a scoop. It's just a thing I heard. It's not a big deal.
Powered by Sick Media.
There you go. Elsewhere. Oh, the Senators made some news before we went up.
They sure did.
So for those of you who have
24 hours for the Senators.
Well, actually it was.
Yeah.
Because they got this back.
That's true.
So we'll start with the news of today. And the Ottawa Senators a long time ago under a wizard named Pierre Dorion. a general manager, long time ago, traded a player to the Las Vegas Knights named Evgeny Dadonov. This was a while ago. In 2021, Dadonov gets traded from Ottawa to Vegas. The next year, Vegas tries to trade the same player to Anaheim. As they tried to trade that player to Anaheim, the player said to Vegas the following, guys, I got a limited no trade, and the Ducks might be on it, just so you know. And Vegas went, what? We didn't know anything about this limited no trade. So Vegas went back to Pierre Dorion and the Senators and said, what's going on? And basically, the Senators told them, sorry, our bad. We didn't tell you about the limited no trade. So this deal between Vegas and the Ducks does not happen with Evgeny Dadonov. And let's just say Vegas, kind of upset. The NHL, also kind of upset. So what they did was punish the Ottawa Senators and take away a first-round draft pick in any of the years of 24, 25, or 26. So they kept their pick the last couple of years. This year would have been the year the Sens had to kind of pay up and make sure that pick is given back. So technically, this year would have had 31 picks in the first round of the NHL draft. But the Ottawa Senators went to the NHL and said, listen, we have new ownership now. We have new executive. Michael Andlauer is running the team. This happened under someone else.
Right.
An idiot named Pierre Dorion.
We shouldn't be punished.
And their argument was exactly that. We should not be punished. We're appealing. So the league said, okay, we'll hear the appeal. And today we learned the Sens won the appeal. So the Sens are going to be able to keep their first round draft pick this year. It will be 32nd overall, but the Sens keep their pick. They have to pay $1 million fine. They cannot trade the pick, and they cannot win the draft lottery. Those are the stipulations. But the good news, unlike the Leafs, the Sens found a way to get a first rounder back for this year. So Ottawa hockey fans, positive. And I'm sure Michael Andlauer and Steve Stayhouse and everyone in the Sens organization are very excited that they actually won this appeal. Because this is very non-NHL to look at an appeal and go, good point. The league did. They took mercy on him. So that's the good news for the Ottawa Senators. The bad news is they lost a pretty important hockey game last night to Montreal. And they're right now 5 points out of a wild card spot. And I mean, I believe they got 17 games left or 16 games left. I don't say this lightly because I like a lot of aspects of what they're doing in Ottawa. Mm-hmm. They're done. 5 points at this time of the season is not easy to peel back. And the Ottawa Senators, they tried. They've got injuries. Jake Sanderson out with a shoulder for a while. They've tried.
That's huge.
Big. But I don't think the Sens can pull this off. The other, the time frame we're talking about is reason one. The reason two is Linus Ullmark. Sorry. Not happening. That game-winning goal for Montreal last night, for those who didn't see it, Ullmark kind of had it and then dropped it, and then it's Demidov in the back of the net. And there's a lot of people rooting for Linus Ullmark, and they should. I'm rooting for Linus Ullmark. In terms of on-the-ice specifics, he's not what you're paying for. He's not. Wasn't totally like that against the Leafs when they needed him last year, and last night they needed him big time. He wasn't there again. Unless he improves, this team is not moving forward. And I feel like as an on-ice goaltender, that's all I'm talking about here, he's not giving you what you're paying for. That was a rough look last night because the Sens could have won that game. Yeah. Montreal has a rookie in net who played well, but a rookie in net feels like you got to get the 2 points. Really doesn't matter what the Habs get, even if it's an overtime. Even if it's an overtime, it doesn't matter. But I think the Sens might not be making the playoffs this year. Is that a rough take? Is that unfair to the Ottawa market? Or
because there was a couple of weeks where Ullmark was playing good, and the Sens as a team look good. Like everything stems from that.
Yes.
And those points, like you said, to
Yes.
come up 5 points, because the problem with exactly what you're saying, it's not only that they're 5 points back, like there's 2, 4, 5 teams in that like 5 point.
That's
match,
important.
right? Like
That's important.
There's 5 teams with 79 points or less, and it's hard to fight your way into that.
It's very difficult to fight your way into that.
It's all about the teams who are around there. It's not just 1 or 2 teams you got to catch. There's 5 in the mix there for 4 spots. 6 teams in there for 4 spots.
Valid point from Jeff Azoparty.
Yeah.
Andy in the chat, Sens moves in the offseason, get another goalie. I mean, but like,
how many teams are going to fall for this?
I don't know though if you just can. Like the commitment made to Linus Ullmark was serious.
Yep.
Like this is a full no movement clause on Linus Ullmark at $8.25 million for this year, next year, the year after that, and 28-29.
Come on. Is it that long?
he is a member of that organization. 100%. Now, the Sens have Claude Giroux up this year at $2 million. Lars Eller, he's off the books. Nick Cousins, he's off the books. Nick Jensen at $4 million. That's a lot of money coming off the books.
That is.
It's not like Steve Staios doesn't have options potentially. I still say if you're the Leafs, call them on Stolarz and say, what do you feel like?
I say Wall.
Really?
We'll get into this one day. Yes.
That is a whole nother discussion.
Well, who do you think a team would be more likely to take given their contracts? Anyways, we'll get into it.
Jay Caro, you wanted Ullmark's contract? There it is. I read it for you. But anyway, my point is I just don't think Ullmark's giving you on the ice what you need. He's going through a lot of stuff.
No, he is.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
It's been a weird, rough year.
I think he's been rather there's a heroic aspect to how open he's been about it. It's not easy in that league. They will shame you on a lot of things in the National Hockey League. And he's been very open about his mental health.
But when they get to play for him, the whole team just looks so much better. It's crazy. Like, I know that goes without saying.
You just need a save. You need a save.
You just need a
like
save
that,
in big
that,
moments.
that Demidov game winner last night was a joke.
Yeah.
You got to corral that.
Great point. Exactly.
That's Ullmark. And it's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of people here, though, also upset that I'm not giving Jacob Fowler enough love for the Montreal Canadiens.
Why not?
Wait a second.
Yeah, we were.
I'm not being disrespectful at all. The fact is he is a rookie and he doesn't have a ton of experience, so maybe you catch him.
Well, and what's the hottest topic in Montreal right now? Who their goalie is going into the playoffs, right?
Well, here's what I think. Listen,
after the nice stuff.
Listen, heaven forbid I step on any Habs Tonight pregame toes on the Sick Media Network or Tony Marinaro's show.
Uh-huh.
Tony go 3 hours last night?
I think so.
Did you go 3 hours?
He went long, dude.
Woo! Hosting a show's hard, eh? A lot of people think they can just walk in there and just host a show.
Watch the game, like your emotions are somewhere there. You hit a wall.
There's a lot of uneducated folks out there. I think you can just host a show and it's easy. Tony's one of the best.
And he'll just
do that? Get out of here, man.
It's fun for him.
Get out of here.
Going. It's true.
Issa Curry. Tony is the GOAT. Yes, he is. But back to the goaltending situation. Here's what I think the Habs do in the playoffs, because right now the Habs get Tampa in the first round if it starts tonight. That'd be a hell of a series, by the way.
A hell of a series.
I think you start Jakub Dobeš if you're the Montreal Canadiens.
I'm with you.
If you are in a situation where Dobeš loses 2 starts in a row, regardless of whether he's at fault or not, that's when you go to the rookie. You know why? Because sometimes in Montreal, when you go to a rookie in the playoffs in net, good things happen. Long history of that in La Belle Provence. Quelque chose. So I would hold off on the rookie. Let him lick his chops for a little bit.
Yeah. Make him hungry.
Because Dobeš has earned that start.
It's true.
In my opinion. Montembeault, sorry.
He's out of the picture.
It's not a daycare.
Yeah.
It's not a daycare.
Was it Pierre that put out the theory, or was it who else was it on the show with you guys? He said he thought not making or not being in consideration anymore for the Olympic team is what crushed his soul.
Hurt him mentally, and it could be. It was an interesting point from Pierre.
Yeah.
No doubt about
Was
it.
Pierre?
Yeah, it was Pierre Maguire.
I think so. And I totally, when he said it, I'm like, you know what? It's true, because the timeline kind of fits. But yeah, he's out of the picture now. It's between the other two.
Was Montembeault not on the 4 Nations roster?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's a fall far from grace. But yeah, I think you go, like, Fowler's a rookie. How much can you trust that? Because he's had a really good start. Then he got into a bit of a slump and fell off a bit, and that opened the door for the other guys. But I think with a rookie, yeah, you make him a little bit hungrier, you start the other guy, and you go with it.
Razzo in the chat said, I love when you speak Spanish. Old school reference. Joshua in the chat, Patrick cough. Yes. Ken Dryden, late Ken Dryden. Yes. It's happened in Montreal more than once.
And there's nothing
Rookie
wrong with
goalie loses their mind in the postseason. But I think this Fowler kid has something special in him along those lines. Like, I think it's I think it's way easier in the playoffs for teams with goalies than they let on. The goalies and the situation will guide your decision making. Just if he loses 2 in a row, it's time. Move on. You got another guy right there. Maybe they don't.
Did you hear Friedge on the post-deadline 32 thoughts, though? Saying what might happen in these playoffs because of the salary cap playoff implication?
And again,
now?
the context, I know a lot of you know. For those who don't know, you now have to be salary cap compliant in the postseason every night that you ice a roster. It used to not be the case.
Right.
Everyone off LTIR and into the pool. That's not happening anymore. So that's what Az was talking about.
So this won't happen with Montreal because he's a rookie and they got 2 young goalies. But most teams will dress their one goal, like their number 1 goalie,
Right.
and then they'll dress their third stringer just based on salary
to get an extra person in.
Yes, to make sure another person fits.
It's a dangerous game, though.
It's a very dangerous. But then
Dangerous
what's
game.
worst case that happens? Like the guy gets hurt. You kind of give away that
What's
game.
worst case? The crappier goalie starts or has to go in the game and play.
But then you just
That's
cough
what's
up that game and then you dress the other guy for the next one.
I don't like coughing up games if I don't have to.
I know, but it was interesting to me that might be the way it is moving forward.
You must have a lot of faith. And here's the other thing: you can't have guys running that one goalie.
No.
Like the Leafs would never be able to do that.
Right,
the Leafs would never be able to do that. Other teams might, who have defensemen who actually have balls. Maybe they could do it. But certain teams wouldn't be able to.
I hadn't even thought about that till Friedge brought it up. I'm like, that's pretty interesting.
It's odd.
It's
like Friedge has a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, most of them are stolen.
You don't know that.
I'm kidding.
You're right. He gets them from Bukowskis.
Yeah. That's totally.
Love those two.
They're awesome. They're both awesome.
So that's my theory. So my Habs goalie playoff theory, is it crazy or is it doable?
I think it's a smart move.
Okay.
Instead of just starting the rookie because you don't know how shook he could get. Like, I don't know. I'd rather go with the other guy and make the rookie just sit there, watch a bit, and then come in and play. Like, that's all it is a little bit of experience. And there's nothing, as we've learned in the NFL, there's nothing wrong from a rookie just watching from the sidelines. But both guys can get super hot. Like, both of them could carry them. Like you said, Fowler has something special.
But Dobish is he's no shrinking violet. Like, he's got some confidence.
No, he does.
For
Dobish,
sure.
What was that streak we talked about that you put out there about him? He had won like 11 in a row or something.
Something like that.
It was crazy. Yeah. Like he can get streaky too and play well. Dobish, I think, is
Van Hendricks.
Well, I guess Dobish is a rookie too. Yeah,
it's a good point. Dobish technically a rookie. Let's not forget he has like 30 more games in the show.
That's true.
Than Fowler.
Fair, but Fowler's like recent and younger.
He's a fresher rookie.
Yeah, fresher rookie.
It's going to be interesting what they do. Martin St. Louis, this is a big playoff for him because this team feels better than last year. With Noah Dobson, they are. Mm-hmm. I feel like Montreal, the market, would expect. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if there are Hab fans on X and YouTube right now.
So Dobish is 24 and Fowler's 21. So I'm talking about more age experience. Sorry.
24.
So you're right. They're both rookies, but one's 24, one's 21. 21, just showing up to the league, seeing some of those guys in the playoffs.
Wow.
I think I trust a little bit the older guy.
Is there any part of Montreal that isn't amazing to look at on paper?
No.
I'm serious.
No.
Like, I'm sure their menu in the media room is still amazing with the hot dogs.
And
everything on paper with the Habs is amazing.
Montreal hot dogs are the
so
best.
Good.
Steamed,
steamed. And I don't like steamed hot dogs normally.
Yeah,
they are sent from God. Those things. Jean Beliveau has touched that snack 100%. For the entire arena. And
that followed by one of those Tokyo Dome ice cream sandwiches.
Yes.
Oh man, what a night that would be.
I'm still thinking about that.
I know. Tell me about it.
Oh, Tony, hold on. Tony Marinero in the chat on YouTube. We need to get Jacob Fowler the same headphones as Sid, and he left at Dollarama. Oh wow.
He hates them, huh?
Tony is so jealous of my headphones.
I know. I don't think they sell them.
I'm trying to convince Tony, don't wear the regular ones because he's
got a great lid.
He's the Montreal Italian. He's Fabio of Montreal. Yep. He has golden locks.
It's true. I think
that aren't golden, but he has locks.
There are some romance novels with him on it.
Oh, there's a Photoshop waiting to happen. Tony Marinero on the front of a romance novel.
It's true.
Make it happen, Chad.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Let's go.
Okay, 2 more stories here before we go. We're honored whenever Marinero's in the chat.
Without a doubt.
Honored.
Guy's one of the busiest guys in Canadian media history. It's crazy.
100%. Okay, just to get serious for a moment here.
Can I give you one comment?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, just let me walk on this one for a second. So the World Cup
we're
at 92 days away now, it feels like. something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's keeping tabs on what's going on in the Middle East and Iran, obviously, for a lot of reasons. Sports again is like the 20th most important thing right now, but it's still what we do. So Iran have qualified for this World Cup, and a lot of speculation as to what might happen with their national team in the United States. Clearly, there are disagreements. And according to Iran's sports minister yesterday, Iran are not in a position to participate in this tournament. There are a lot more quotes that I don't need to read you on this that are predictably forceful. But the team, Iran, are scheduled to play 3 group matches in the tournament. And again, World Cup begins June 11th. Iran are due to face New Zealand and Belgium in Los Angeles. No small market. New Zealand and Belgium in Los Angeles on the 15th and 21st of June. And then they go to Seattle. They're scheduled to go to Seattle to take on Egypt on June the 26th. The White House has said they are welcome to come. Just putting that out there. But it seems like Iran have made a decision here. And there's, for those who have been following the story, there is forced new leadership in Iran. So I don't know where this goes. I know the manager of Iraq's national team from Australia literally said the other day, like, Iraq have to play a playoff game March the 31st somewhere to get in. Iraq has issued a no-fly zone over the entire country that only ends April 1st. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how people in Iraq are going to get out to play that game. So it is very much a wait and see in terms of who. I am not expecting Iran to be in that tournament. I don't know what educated individual would, considering what's going on right now. But I don't know who else they would get. Like, Iraq is definitely a country who's eligible out of the Asian Federation. UAE, I don't know. So that's just the latest on that. FIFA have made no announcements, but an announcement from the Iranian sports minister seems newsworthy to me, and I wanted to put that on the table. Moving on, not from the World Cup, but closer to home. So Toronto's getting ready for this tournament. And let me just kind of reset Toronto's situation. Toronto will be hosting 6 World Cup games. And the intensity with which people are already looking forward to this is a little wild. For example, I had someone tell me this week they were offered a single ticket in a box seat to watch Canada open up their tournament at BMO on Friday, June the 12th against whoever. Could be Italy, we're not sure. I said, how much is the ticket? He said it was $7,000.
Whoa.
I said, sorry. 7,000? I thought it was 7,000 for the entire box. He goes, no. 7,000 for a ticket in a box. He told me I could take my family to the Azores for that, is what he said. And I'm like, whoa. So the feeling, I don't know what people are seeing in and around Toronto, but like financially, there is a fever. And the only prescription is to be at BMO for that first game on June the 12th. But other games are going to be huge. Like Ghana's coming in on the 17th. Germany plays Cote d'Ivoire on the 20th. That's a Saturday. Boy, is that going to be a crowd. Croatia's in town on the 23rd. Senegal, the reigning African champions, African Cup of Nations champions, they're in town on the 26th. And then it could be on July the 2nd. If you don't like crowds, don't be in Toronto. It could be England, Portugal, or Croatia back in here for a round of 32 game. That's how it's going to break down. So it's going to be a scene. And the one thing that's almost overshadowing all of this is how incompetent Toronto City Council is. And what I mean by that is this. They had an executive committee meeting this week where just this week they talked about traffic in Toronto during the World Cup. Just this week. Think about that for a second. Azo can't keep a straight face. Just this week, Toronto City Council said, guys, can we talk about the traffic situation ahead of the World Cup of Soccer matches that are coming to Toronto? That happened. So a report was tabled saying that downtown traffic, we're not talking really the Gardner, I believe. We're talking about downtown. Traffic in downtown Toronto during the World Cup this summer could jump up to 15% of normal busyness. Personally, I think that's understating it. 15% would be welcome. But the report that was tabled was 10 to 15% is what traffic might go up by in the city of Toronto. Here's my favorite part of this. The executive committee at City Hall in Toronto are now, quote, concerned, end quote, on how to best keep Toronto moving when FIFA fans come to town. And I have a quote here from Councillor Josh Matlow. And Josh says the following, quote, I'm cognizant of our timeline. Why is there not a very clearly articulated traffic plan to share with the public today, given that we're already getting through March and June is around the corner? End quote. I agree. Why isn't there a plan? Now, this report goes on to say that they have some suggestions, like idiotic moves such as shutting down the Jameson Avenue ramp onto the westbound Gardiner on match days. Oh, that'll help. That'll help. And they've already stopped some construction during the month. That's an older plan. They already, thank God, they're doing some of that. But I want to say this, and I want to say this very clearly. Very clearly. Toronto City Council has set up a situation where if you're not a soccer fan downtown and you don't want any part of this, you better stay the hell away. Because the level of incompetence at City Hall in Toronto is unlike anything in North America. And I mean that. There are people who have been elected to office in there who can barely read and should be nowhere near public office. The fact that City Hall are now just looking at Toronto's traffic situation ahead of the World Cup on the week of March the 12th tells you everything you need to know. I think in a lot of ways, this is going to be one of the craziest and best things to happen sporting-wise in the city. The other side of that coin is going to be a complete embarrassment. And I just urge you, if you're in the Toronto area, if you're a fan of Germany or Cote d'Ivoire or Croatia or any other country rolling through, get ready for the worst commuting situation you've ever seen in your life. We have celebrities rolling through town, posting online constantly. TIFF is now two things, a movie festival and a complaint about Toronto's transit festival. That's what it is. I hope I'm wrong. But trusting Toronto City Council usually doesn't work out well. But maybe that's just me. Last word to Azzo today.
Totally just you. That's just you. No. Like, when did they start shutting down Gardiner lanes to make sure the World Cup, like, you didn't have conversations about it back then? Like, for how many years
they sped this up purposely. Right. Like, Doug Ford sped up the construction on purpose to make sure it was done at least by the month of June.
When you started that, should you not have a broader like conversation?
You would think
about getting around.
So you would think.
It's always been my contention to try and think about, if I was going to that first game for Canada, what time would I have to leave to make sure I wouldn't miss kickoff? What would you think?
Well, what part of town? What part of town are you in? Like Alex Pereira. Well, yeah, give me your exact address. Alex Pereira in the chat just chimes in and says, good thing people from Woodbridge will just walk to BMO for Italy and Canada.
Yeah.
That might be a better option than trying to commute into the city.
No kidding.
Like, I'm just like, you need to make it a day. If you're coming in for any of these games, like, maybe not all of them. Like, there's some
trains are going to be packed.
Some are more high profile. Yeah, what train? The two trains that are running that day?
That's what I mean.
Give me a break.
Like, come on.
Like, I feel I get nervous reading stuff like that. I get really nervous reading stuff like that. And
how much are the Jays in town during those games too?
I could check.
Oh man,
that's a really good question. Huh? All right, the Jays.
We're past 2 hours.
Did the Jays? We are. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Did the
I've
Jays?
been saying that to you for a while.
I know. Oh my God, the Jays are home to the Yankees the first weekend of the World Cup in town.
Come on!
God. Oh my God! Oh my God! They're in town that weekend against the
Yankees.
Canada plays Italy at 3, and then at Rogers Center it's Yankees Jays. Walk. Do not drive in Toronto that day. Walk.
You'll definitely get there quicker.
Walk.
Yeah. From wherever you are.
And then basically they're home from the 22nd of the month all the way through. This schedule for the Jays is nuts. This is crazy. Oh my God. Okay. On that note, last word, Azzo.
No, you're doing quite the job.
Thanks,
go ahead.
brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, okay, here's, you know what? Yeah, I do get the last
Go
one.
ahead.
Don't forget about the streak. Let's keep it going.
What streak?
Look at your screen.
Oh, let me see. Oh, let's go.
Sid Seixeiro Show streak of no wins for the Leafs since we've been on air. Come on, we're here for you, Toronto.
Do you think we come in tomorrow and the Leafs still have not won a
No,
game?
I have faith. We did this on purpose.
You think,
like I said.
You think the Leafs are winning?
No,
okay,
they're not winning.
So you just want to be clear. You think they're not winning?
They're not winning. The streak continues. Sorry,
Okay.
I thought you were going to say, are we talking about a win tomorrow? I was going to say no.
We're not talking about a win. Ducks and Leafs tonight. We're not talking about a win. Okay. My apologies. We couldn't get to the Anthony Santander story. We ran out of time. I'm sorry. It's partially Azzo's fault.
It's all my fault.
On behalf of Jeff Azzopardi and everyone at Sick Media, my name is Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.